And as we head towards the midweek, things start to get back up into the upper 80s and low 90s as we head in towards Wednesday and Thursday. Now, taking a look here at traffic for us this morning. Well, the inner loop over by Oxon Hill is still dealing with that crash at St. Barnabas Road. So the two right lanes and shoulder are blocked. You can see how they're trying to clear that out at the moment. So delays from Branch Avenue is at about 10 minutes for us this morning. And just remember that the red line is still dealing with some issues here. So trains are not running between Cleveland Park and DuPont Circle due to smoke being reported outside the Woodley Park station. Shuttle bus service has been established at all three stops. Marissa?
All right, Caesar, thank you so much. It is 7:17 on your Friday morning. Millions will tune in to watch the World Cup right here on Fox 5. And this time around, with more and more smart TVs in your homes, that also means more artificial intelligence on your screens. So for more on how the technology will work and perhaps improve the experience, we have Jenny Taft with us from Fox Sports. Jenny, thank you so much for joining us. And how exciting that we're closing in on the World Cup.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. We can finally say the World Cup is here, less than a week away. I cannot wait.
So let's get into the new tech and how AI will play a role.
I feel like in so many ways, AI is something we're still learning all about. But what I love to point out for everyone watching at home, AI is just going to make your life easier. AI will make sure that you're able to enjoy the game. It's an immersive experience. You know, I joke with my family that oftentimes they'd rather watch me on TV because they want to hear the broadcasters. They want to see the full pitch. They want to make sure the experience is brought to you. So as if you're a fan at the World Cup in your living room with all your friends and family, truly the technology has come so far. Just take a peek at the size of this thing. I mean, this AI soccer mode is incredible considering that you always are there. You are a part of the action and, you know, we want you to enjoy it and we're proud of our broadcast, especially on Fox. I know you guys will be watching, so we're really excited for you to enjoy the experience, enjoy AI, and this Samsung 85, if I could leave with this today, that would be a goal.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, and you don't have that sense of FOMO, right? And you said it best, you're immersed in the experience, and so you feel almost like you're there. We see the pictures there behind you. They're crisp, super colorful. Audio is also just as important as the picture, especially when it comes to sporting events.
Oh, the audio is crucial, and I think that's a great point because maybe for individuals and their budgets, a new TV might not be the immediate thing, but you can always buy a sound bar just to enhance that experience. That's a really good point because you want to make sure you're hearing all the action. I always joke that when I'm watching at home, if I can't hear the broadcasters clearly and crisply, that's going to be something that I'm upset about. So just even updating a sound bar is a great idea because you want to make sure that you have that full immersive experience. This is the Insignia soundbar, and you know, if you want to just start there, I think that's a great idea for the World Cup. Make sure you're able to take in all of the action because every sound matters at a World Cup, and we want to make sure you're experiencing all of it.
And you've kind of been knee deep, right, into all of this technology and the screens, learning about them so you can explain it to all of us. I'm curious to know, through your research and experiences, was there one piece of technology that maybe surprised you the most or impressed you the most along the journey?
Oh, that's a great way to look at it. I actually think that the AI soccer mode is probably my favorite just option for the viewer because they're just going to do all the work for you. I think AI can be a little bit daunting because so many people don't exactly know what that means, but in so many ways you can just make sure AI is doing all of the work. There's some backlighting on some of these TVs as well, so you're a part of the action. And you know, I just want to make sure that the fan has the best experience. We're going to have 70 matches on Fox to consume. I want you sitting in front of your TV all day, every single day. I want you to hear every report I give about the U.S. men's national team. And truly, just enjoy the action.
You got it. And Jenny, I second that motion because it will be airing here on Fox 5 as well. Thank you so much for giving us a preview and all of your hard work. And we're going to keep telling you to remember that Fox 5 is your home. Just keep it locked here with us for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. You can look for updates, features here, as well as on the Fox Local Washington, D.C. app leading up to the biggest event of this summer. You can also watch all of Team USA's games and more right here on Fox 5. Jacqueline.
Well, Marissa, time now, 7:21, and it is Zip Trip Friday today. Alexandria, Virginia, stop number 3 for us of the season. We're going to kick it all off coming up at 7:45.
You ever date a rich girl? It's a lot. She had one of those rich jobs. I think she was into like Bitcoin or nursing.
And get ready to laugh starting at 11 o'clock this morning on the Marissa Mitchell Show. One of the hottest rising stars in comedy, Ian Lara, bringing his jokes to the couch ahead of his DC shows. You can scan the QR code here to send Ian a question, a comment, or maybe your best punchline. He'll be reading your messages live on air. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. The corpse flower is back at the Botanic Garden in D.C. The flower smell is described as similar to rotten flesh. It was brought to the garden some 8 years ago.
No, thank you. But for some, maybe. Here you go. A second corpse flower also expected to bloom in the next few days as well. If you want to catch a whiff, you do only have a few days to do so. They usually only bloom for about 3 to 4 days.
Thank goodness.
There you go. So if that's something you want to do, maybe do it before it gets too humid out there, because humidity, stinky smell, and heat sounds like a triple threat here, and not in a good way.
No, definitely not. But hey, today the good thing is we don't deal with too much humidity today. So temperatures are expected to be at 93 degrees, and that's exactly what it'll probably feel like, right? May feel a little bit hotter when you're in the sunshine, but for the most part, it's not going to be too humid, right? As we head towards parts of Saturday and Sunday, though, that is where we start to see the humidity increase. And then as that cold front slides through, we could see a few showers as well. So maybe even some rumbles of thunder, especially towards parts of Saturday evening. This would happen closer towards the overnight hours as we head in towards that 10 to midnight time frame. Then it starts to leave us with a drier condition, but still hot out there for parts of Sunday. Over to you, Jacqueline.
Artificial intelligence as your doctor. It has become a growing trend, but some experts are sounding the alarm. We have details just ahead.
Plus, meet the local girl who is a rare disease survivor and is now advocating on Capitol Hill for the importance of access to health care. She's going to join us live in studio with her mother after this quick break. Welcome back to Fox 5. It is 7:30 on this Friday morning, and a very nice start to the day. It's going to be hot, but at least it'll be dry, Jacqueline. I'm really excited that we don't have any rain chances on the forecast, at least for today. We'll have much more on your weather with Caesar in just a few minutes. Jacqueline.
All right, Marissa, well, let's get you caught up on the headlines with a check of some of this morning's top stories. Brendan Banfield will be sentenced today. He was found guilty of killing his wife and another man in an attempt to run away with his family's au pair. Banfield faces a mandatory life sentence. The au pair took a plea deal and testified against him. She was sentenced to 10 years behind bars. Happening overnight, the Senate passing a $70 billion immigration enforcement funding bill. The legislation supports ICE and Border Patrol through the end of President Trump's term. The ICE funding bill now heads to the House for a vote. D.C.'s emergency youth curfew order set to expire tomorrow night. A permanent curfew has been approved, but it does need congressional review. It will establish citywide youth curfew hours and allow officials to create earlier zones in specific areas when there are public safety concerns. That permanent curfew law expected to take effect on July 16th. Marissa?
All right, Jacqueline, thank you. In today's Health Watch, a local 10-year-old advocates on Capitol Hill for the importance of access to health care, and it follows her own journey with a rare disease. And here, that 10-year-old is here. Lucy Yu and her mother, Jan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Such an inspirational story to get us started as we head into our weekend. I'll start with you, Jan. Tell me about her condition and the journey.
Sure. So she had a condition called the colorectal cyst, which is pretty rare. And we received specialized care at Children's National, and we're so lucky to have Children's National and some of these other children's hospitals on the East Coast.
And with that disease, what impacted her body? What did she go through, and how did she ultimately get over?
Right. So she had to have her bile duct removed, her gallbladder, and then basically her digestive tract kind of rerouted.
Lucy, what do you remember? You look beautiful, by the way. I love the blue dress. I need to raid your closet. That is so nice. What was that period like for you, being in the hospital and fighting to be healthy?
Well, my story started in first grade. I was I was in the ER, and then they ran like a bunch of tests and diagnosed me with a colorectal cyst. They, after we searched for a surgeon in different states, and then we chose Dr. Kane with Children's National. That day of the surgery, it was really scary. I didn't know what to expect. I was in pain. It was just terrifying. But then the nurses and the child birth specialists helped me so much. They gave me toys. They gave me an iPad to play with. They gave me stickers, and after I got discharged, I started a fundraiser selling granola, Lucy's Unicorn Food, and
Really?
Yeah.
And do you make your own granola?
Yeah, we made granola homemade.
Oh, that is awesome. You got to bring me some granola next time. I can have that for my breakfast here. And so you're a survivor, and you're helping other people. And a little birdie told me you did some work on Capitol Hill, too, with the lawmakers.
Yeah.
So tell me what you did.
So I basically told them my story about what it was like and how I felt and what I did after. So it was like it was basically what I yeah.
And what you see that's missing, and you see it too, Jan. So from the adult and the mom perspective, what do you want to see change legislatively?
Well, so I think health is wealth, right? It's when you see your child kind of in pain and you have no control over it, it's really very painful. I'm sure a lot of parents can relate to that. And so we are very lucky in the DMV to have the specialized care. We just have to make sure, I think that those hospitals and those specialists, pediatric specialists, exist for our kids and for their kids and for other generations.
And then, we heard Lucy say here you all went to several hospitals and surgeons, and fortunately you had the means, right? And the wherewithal to do so.
And the insurance.
Yeah, many families don't. So I'm sure you want to make that easier for others.
Right. We were very lucky that we were able to do that. But family choice is so important, right? Because different ways to do the surgery, different ways to approach it, and we just needed to find a doctor that we were comfortable with and that she felt comfortable with. So when we found that at Children's National.
Lucy, how do you feel today?
I feel fantastic. It's like I feel a lot better than I did after the surgery.
After the surgery. And you brought a friend with you. Now, who's that?
Her name's Striped Cat.
Oh, can I hold her? Oh, she's so sweet. How do you keep her so quiet and tame?
Treats.
Granola?
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you all are here, and we're too thankful for the work that they do at Children's National. Life-saving work, and you all certainly are a testament to that. So thank you for coming, and keep up the good work and the advocacy. Lucy, we need you. All right, Jan, thank you so much. All right, let's see what's coming up next. We got to get to the weather. It's going to be a nice weather day. nice weather day. Right, Caesar?
It really is, Marissa. We are expecting to see plenty of sunshine, just like we're seeing right now over at Mount Vernon, right? Look at that. Plenty of great clear skies, but the one thing that we do have already changing up on us is temperatures now. We're back into the mid-60s for a few areas. Look at that. Even Westminster at the warmest spot right now, reading 70 degrees. So, again, we are seeing this warmth really build back in towards our area very quickly. You'll notice that by the time we start to head in towards later parts of today, this high pressure system is going to allow a lot of that sunshine and southwesterly flow to draw in temperatures back into the 90s. So yes, that giant H that we've been talking about here for the past few days, it's just only going to reinforce more of that warmth as we continue seeing a lot of that warm air out there just piling into our area, pushing us back into the 90s and even the upper 80s for a little areas further up to the north. But look at that. We are expected to stay less humid than what normally the 90s would hold for us. So these will feel not necessarily too bad out there, but things are expected to change as we head into the weekend. We do have some humidity increasing, and also we have the potential for some rain showers for parts of Saturday evening and Sunday morning. But I'll have those details here in just a few minutes. But I'll send it over to you, Marissa.
All right, Caesar, thanks so much. We are just 6 days away now from the start of the World Cup, and excitement is building all over the DMV.
Yeah, you'll be able to catch the games right here on Fox 5. Still ahead, we have a preview of some of the World Cup watch parties happening across our region.
If you can't, we can. Michael and Son.
We're now less than 1 week away from the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and the White House FIFA World Cup Task Force, led by the son of former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, Andrew Giuliani, says that the team has already ramped up security measures. Spectators can expect to see multiple perimeter checks outside of venue entrances, similar to what you see at the Super Bowl. More than 400 law enforcement agencies have been called to work with federal government officials to oversee safety measures. Well, now just 6 days off from the World Cup.
Exactly. DMV gearing up for a lot of watch parties all across the area for these global games this summer. We have Julie joining us now with all of the hype and detailing it all for us this morning.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hype going on here. So much excitement because the FIFA frenzy, well, it's in full effect with preparations underway, including throughout the D.C. region. Now at the National Mall at 3rd Street, the World Cup fan zone, it's under construction. Now this is in anticipation of the global games. 48 teams will be playing 104 matches across 3 countries, and that's going to be done in just 39 days. Now, even though the DMV is not hosting any of those games, there are plenty of World Cup events happening here.
You to watch World Cup games?
Definitely. I mean, the Washington Monument in the back, Capitol that way. It's like nice open space, you know.
Not bad.
It should be great.
I'm a total soccer fan. I'm a soccer mom. I certified to become a sideline ref when my kids played soccer. So yeah. And am I excited about the World Cup? Yes. Do I have tickets? No. Can I afford tickets? No.
Go Mom.
I like her.
Yeah, you could watch it right here on Fox 5. That's what she needs to know. Well, there are also watch parties planned for National Harbor, for Tyson's, and more on the National Mall. The fan zone, it's all going to be free, ladies.
Yes. I don't know if there's anything more American than watching it on the National Mall,
Yes.
chanting and cheering for Team USA.
And the community is going to come together. And look, this is already the biggest event in the world. And now that it's going to be here right in our backyard, you know, right here in the States, like it's only going to grow even more, especially that we're like next week we all get underway.
We're going to look, you know, some 15, 20 years from now, and they're going to be grown people saying, I decided to play soccer because of the World Cup being here in the States. And also, there's a huge celebration in Prince George's County, too, next Friday and Saturday. So all over the DMV.
Looking forward to it.
Things to see and do. Thanks, Julie. Another reminder that Fox 5 is your home for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. You can watch all of Team USA's games and more right here on Fox 5. And speaking of the hype, we are so ready for today's Zip Trip.
Yeah, we're getting the party started this morning live in Alexandria, right along the waterfront. We're going to check in with the Zip Trip crew coming up next to see what's on tap for stop number 3 of the season. We'll be right back.
Back with you now with a check of our Good Day guest list, and it is Zip Trip Friday today on Good Day DC. This week we are live in Alexandria, hanging out at Waterfront Park, and we want you to hang out there as well because Steve, Taylor, Annie Mae, they're there. We're actually going to check in 1 minute with our team. They're going to be out there throughout the morning up until 11 a.m. with some of your favorite segments, including 5 must-stops and Forever Home Friday. Jacqueline, are you still low-key jealous?
Oh, of course, very much so. They're definitely having a lot of fun out there in our Zip Trip in Alexandria. Let's take a look out there right now. We're going to have a look at that forecast as we get this Friday started, and our Zip Trip party just moments away from getting underway. We'll have a live look coming up in just 10 seconds.
Bucky, we're
Welcome back. Here now, seeing temperatures mostly hanging around those mid-60s and even getting into a lot of areas back into the 60s. So you can see Dulles at the moment now back at 60 degrees here. So we do have that warmth to work with as we see more and more of the sunshine actually popping up and really warming us up. So you could expect to see temperatures by about 9 a.m. to be around the mid-70s here around the city and through a lot of our area. By the time we get towards the afternoon, temperatures will be in the upper 80s, then low 90s as we start to settle in towards the evening time frame. But in general, today is expected to be quite hot out there. Look at that, 93 degrees. Winds out of the southwest at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. The good thing is we're not dealing with a lot of humidity so far right now for us, and that is going to change. But the good part is not until tomorrow. So get outside, enjoy Zip Trip Friday, enjoy the beautiful weather that we do have. And even if you stay out a little later tonight, right, you're not going to really need much in the way of layers because we're all expected to stay well in towards those 60s and even some 70s as we head into the overnight hours for our lows. So again, starting off pretty mild for our Saturday. You can see that temperatures are expected to get back to the 90s throughout the rest of this weekend, and then we do tumble a little bit towards those mid-80s, but the good thing is, you know what, it's not going to be as hot. So you can certainly enjoy at least the beginning of the work week because things do start to change. So looking here at the 7-day forecast, we're expected to see a few rain showers possible going in towards Saturday and Saturday evening into Sunday very early morning. Dries on out pretty quickly, leaving us with mostly sunny skies, and that cold front really doesn't cool us down to the mid-80s until about Monday. Then by Tuesday, we'll start to see that temperatures slowly start to move back in towards those upper 80s, that's where we'll be by on Wednesday, and even then the 90s by Thursday. But let's take a look here at some shout outs, right? Let's see what we have going on. Aurora, oh, look at that, from Chesapeake Beach. So Pete hitched a ride with Roman. Oh, that's great over there. So beautiful little video. Thanks for sending that in this morning. Oh, look at that. They're just having a blast out there. Again, you can send in your pictures, your videos there using the QR code on the top right-hand corner or through the Fox Local app. All right, from Deet Carter. King James, my grandson, graduated to the 6th grade. Oh, look at that. What a picture. Of course, you know, congratulations to him getting into the 6th grade. You know, it's always great to see kids enjoying going through their school journey. Hey, let's talk some traffic now, though. Interloop in Oxon Hill, crash after St. Barnabas Road. Move to the right shoulder now, so you can see that things are slowly moving along, so that's at least some good news there. Now as we take a look over towards the US 301 southbound by Brandywine, it's closed due to a tractor-trailer crash between Cherry Tree Crossing Road and Dyson Road. Follow police direction. You can see that delays from Blackstone Avenue are at about 7 minutes, so 2 vehicles are involved there. And then we do have the Sherwood Hall Lane eastbound and westbound direction. You can see that it's closed due to a crash with a downed utility pole at Parker's Lane, so make sure to also follow police direction there too. Marissa?
I love those kids. Pete and Roman, they have the right idea. Don't even have to drop the top.
Exactly.
Their Jeep rides.
Convertible weather.
Yeah, it's hot. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's Zip Trip time. And today is the 3rd stop of our season, live out in Alexandria, Virginia.
All right, you ready to get this party
do it.
started? We've got Steve, Annie Mae, and Taylor all out there kicking off this week's Zip Trip. Guys, good morning.
When you get a spread like this, everybody's got to come out and enjoy the party, right? This is Caitlin, this is Jack from Junction Bistro Bar, which is right up the road in Delray. This is an amazing setup that you guys have.
Yeah.
What is it that you love about having everything in Alexandria? You've been here for a decade plus now.
Yeah, I mean, Del Rey is such a family neighborhood, and we really cater to that. Like, most of our guests are bringing their strollers, their kids, and like their dogs, sitting out on our patio and enjoying our pastries, food, drinks. Our coffee is really popular, so we just love the family environment and like catering to that. So,
which is great, but this sells it. Be honest, Annie Mae, what drew your attention first on this table?
Okay.
All right, it looks like we are going to have to check back in with them because those drinks are looking good, those breakfast and coffee items, but we're having some technical difficulties at this moment.
Yes, we'll certainly check back in just a bit, but still join them. They will be live out in Alexandria there at Waterfront Park until 11 o'clock. We'll be right back with more news and Zip Trip on the other side of 3. Welcome back. It is 7:52. We're taking in this view from Gaithersburg over I-270. Everything so far so good. It's moving and grooving this morning. And you were saying, Caesar, that even though it's going to be hot and dry still, the humidity is creeping back up.
It really is. And also we could see just in that previous picture as well, and even some of it here, it's looking a little gray and dingy outside. We do have some poor air quality, so certainly something to keep in mind. It's a code orange for today. That's thanks to just the lack of real moving wind or any rain to help clear out the atmosphere. So just keep that in mind. If you do have respiratory issues, any kind of heart health issues, that can be a bit problematic for us today. But for the most part, you could see that we are quite calm out there. Temperatures now back into the 60s for all three airports. We're slowly getting back in towards those 70s. We do have plenty of sunshine, a few high, thin clouds, but for the most part, not necessarily anything too crazy, right? But by the time we get towards the afternoon, that's where things start to become a lot warmer out here, where we have temperatures back into the 80s and 90s quite quickly. In the city, we top out at 93 degrees, thanks to the southwesterly winds, because we have some because we have some great sunshine out there, it's really going to help our temperatures really boost quickly back into the 90s as well. Humidity remains low for today, but not going in towards tomorrow. Why is that? Well, we have a cold front that starts to move in towards our area, and that is going to help draw in more southerly winds as well. And with the southerly slash southwesterly winds, well, that's drawing up some moisture from the Gulf also. So that's going to increase humidity, and we'll start to see some rain showers popping up towards the north just at around 11. But the real activity for us starts to make its way closer towards the evening time frame, 9:30. Look at that line. By the time we get towards 10:30, it starts to make its way in towards our area, then starts to clear on out as we head into the overnight hours, leaving us with a much drier Sunday. Again, looking at the 7-day forecast, after Sunday, we then start to cool back down into the 80s, so that cold front does bring us some relief from the heat. And then we warm right back up as we head in towards that Wednesday and Thursday time frame, back into the upper 80s, low 90s. So again, expecting to see those summer-like conditions really sticking with us. Now, as we take a look here at traffic, we're going to go ahead and see that 95 northbound main lanes this morning. We do have a little bit of some slowdowns going on. Drive time between Woodbridge and Springfield here in the northbound direction. It's around 25 minutes this morning. Then as we jump over to 395, the northbound main lanes, well, between the Beltway and the 14th Street Bridge, we're seeing it about 21 minutes, so a little bit of some slowdowns as well there, thanks to some congestion. And just remember that the National Archives 250th celebration does bring some street closures until Saturday, June 6th. So make sure to just keep that in mind. For the full list on all the road closures there, go to fox5dc.com. Marissa?
It looks like Saturday into Sunday is only the only hiccup in our weather for the entire week. Thank you so much, Caesar. We want to get to our social scene now, with many people running to artificial intelligence for answers. Even when it comes to medical information, technology experts are questioning the accuracy.
Yeah, of course, the concern here being that it may be doing more harm than good. So we have Sina joining us now with more of those details and breaking it all down. Sina?
Yeah, guys, it's what a lot of people are doing these days, but new research from Penn State shows AI is only accurate 76% of the time when answering healthcare questions. Several participants asked ChatGPT questions about health-related symptoms. A team then reviewed the responses for mistakes. And according to these researchers, AI was less likely to be correct when it came to questions about internal medicine, mental health, and dermatology. Still, experts say if you have access to a trusted doctor, make sure you're using that. Do not replace it with AI. Back to you, ladies.
Yeah, I mean, certainly a good reminder, because so many times you put things into a ChatGPT, Google, anything like that, and you can kind of get stuck in going down the rabbit hole of, self-diagnosing yourself with something that may be far worse than it is. So at the end of the day, you definitely need to go check in with a doctor.
Yeah, I think it's good to use it as a guide, right, to get some of your initial questions there. You can start with AI, but it doesn't need to end there. You still need to see a real-life professional, because at the end of the day, even with AI, they're pulling from real-life things and guessing, their best guess, and that's what you're getting on the apps. But it takes me back to people joking around about YouTube University. We would go there to self-diagnose as well, but now it's a lot easier with artificial intelligence. But as you just mentioned, Jacqueline, it can be dangerous if you end there, so you still got to go and be seen and checked out thoroughly.
Otherwise, you'll end up self-diagnosing yourself with 5 different things. And like you said, a good option to use as a guide. But unfortunately, not everybody has access to doctors either. So sometimes it kind of gives you a little bit of a blueprint to go off of.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'll just use it for fashion and wardrobe capsules. I'll keep it there. Thanks, Sina.
Bye.
We have a lot more news, weather, and traffic ahead, and also checking back in with our Zip Trip team live in Alexandria when our 8 o'clock news begin in just 60 seconds. Right now at 8 a.m. sentencing day, we are live in Fairfax County ahead of Brendan Banfield's sentencing months after he was convicted in a deadly affair involving his family's au pair.
Plus, get ready for a hot and humid weekend in the DMV. Just how high will those temperatures rise? Your Fox 5 weather team tracking your hour-by-hour forecast.
And with that, we want to say good morning to you. It's 8 o'clock on this Friday morning. Friday!
Yes, we're so excited for it.
We are.
Beautiful weekend shaping up. I know we got a pinch of humidity coming our way, but
so
not
the good
nearly
thing
as
is, though,
bad.
not today.
Okay.
Not today. So
Not
get
today.
outside, enjoy that nice, cold, ice-cold margarita on the patio.
With salt
wherever
on
you're
the
going.
rim.
Salt on the rim, tahini on the rim, whatever you want on the rim.
We're already looking
however you
towards
go.
happy hour these days.
Well, you know what? Hey, with this beautiful weather, we certainly all are, especially with how nice today is supposed to be, right? We're expected to see not just this sunshine, right? But yes, that high pressure bringing in that very nice and tranquil, calm weather out there for us. And it's going to spike temperatures back into the 90s for us. So, again, we're expecting to see a nice, beautiful, summery day out there with not too much humidity. But things change. We'll have more details on that coming up in just a couple of seconds. But let's take a look here at traffic now. We do deal with some issues for the, for the metro. So, Friday morning commute, let's get right down to it. So, there are changes for service, right? So impacted service lines, it's the red line, single tracking between Silver Spring and Forest Glen. You'll see that trains run every 8 minutes. You can see all of that there and get more details going online. Over to you.
All right, Caesar, thank you. New this morning, the Senate passed a $70 billion immigration enforcement funding bill overnight, the legislation that supports ICE and Border Patrol through the end of President Trump's term. The ICE funding bill now heads to the House for a vote. And happening today, the Fairfax man convicted of a murder plot on his wife so he could be with the family's au pair will be sentenced today.
Let's get out to our Melanie Alnwick. She's at the courthouse this morning with more on what we can expect. Mel, we've all been following this story along for the past several months, years now. So what are we expecting there for sentencing day?
Well, sentencing day always involves emotional testimony. Victim impact statements are pretty much the meat of the day, where the judge will weigh all of that and then impose a sentence. Now, Brendan Banfield, because he was convicted of 2 counts of aggravated murder, he does face life in prison without the possibility of parole. Now, yesterday, Brendan Banfield's defense attorney, Joe Carroll, tried to get the conviction thrown out, claiming prosecutors made errors and improperly influenced the jury. Judge Penny Azcarate said the prosecution did act properly and denied the motion to dismiss. Former IRS agent Brendan Banfield and the family's au pair, Juliana Perez Magalhaes, conspired to murder Brendan's wife, Christine Banfield, and Joseph Ryan in 2023. In their elaborate plot, Ryan was set up to appear like he had broken into the house and attacked Christine. Now, in exchange for her testimony against her former lover, Magalhaes took a plea deal. She was initially offered, if you recall, time served. But the judge, after hearing all of the evidence, said she wasn't going to accept that and did sentence Magalhaes to 10 years in prison. So that may give you a little bit of a preview of how the judge is going to handle this case today, because certainly she did not appear to have any desire for leniency for the defendants in this case. So again, this all gets underway at 11 o'clock this morning. We don't yet know, though we have asked for a list of those people who will be speaking about how this case has impacted their lives. We will be streaming it on Fox Local. That's our app, and also on our Fox 5 website.
All right, Mel, thank you. Well, it is also sentencing day today for a woman convicted in a deadly crash along Rock Creek Parkway. Nikita Walker was speeding when she crashed, killing a Lyft driver and 2 passengers inside of that car. Walker was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and assault with a dangerous weapon. She faces up to 30 years behind bars. Her sentencing is scheduled for 2 p.m.
D.C.'s juvenile curfew zone law is set to expire again. This time it will happen this Saturday night at 11:59, and it comes as police and district leaders are trying to curb violent teen takeovers. And Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez, she's live for us from the newsroom on this story now with the latest.
Marissa, good morning. And earlier this week, we can tell you D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser called out 5 council members, saying her administration will continue to take necessary action under existing law. Back in March, the mayor also called on the council to take action, sending this to the council as well, showing the flyers that teens were sending to one another, calling for teen takeovers. The reason this latest juvenile curfew zone law is in effect and in place now is because D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser issued an emergency order after that violent brawl we all saw inside the Navy Yard Chipotle a few weeks ago. Despite this incident and other serious ones, the D.C. Council still hasn't been able to agree and pass emergency legislation for a curfew zone law that would immediately take effect and also take effect longer than a mayoral order period. Where possible, the mayor has been issuing temporary orders to put something in place. I want to be clear, though, as we continue to cover this, there is a citywide juvenile curfew. What this extended juvenile curfew zone law does is it allows D.C. police to designate an area where within that space, teens under 18 years old are not allowed to gather in groups of 9 or more after 8 at night without a proper guardian, and that's until the citywide curfew kicks in. Now, when this emergency measure has been in place, D.C. police usually announce curfew zones in hotspot neighborhoods ahead of the weekend. Navy Yard is an example, as city leaders continue to debate whether this is a needed tool or contributes to the over-policing of teens. This is what Navy Yard's elected neighborhood leader had to say.
The legislation allows for these zones to be put in place. Every time we've had a zone in place, we have not seen one of these takeover events. So it was effective. Now, does MPD catch every one? No, they do not. We want to be known for coming down here and having fun and being able to go to our shops and businesses, not people being afraid to come down here. I'm just worried one of these days someone's going to get really hurt by one of these large events that kind of grows outside of MPD's control.
It's important to note the D.C. Council did pass a permanent extended juvenile curfew zone bill, but that now isn't expected to take effect until mid-July and after a congressional review period. Not clear what's going to happen in this looming gap. Guys.
All right, Stephanie, thank you so much. We have to get to our weather now with Caesar.
Well, right now we see it's not too bad out there. You can see there is a little bit of a haze over top of the sky, right?
Yeah.
That's unfortunately some of the poor air quality that we're dealing with. So we are in a code orange for the day. So it includes a few areas within Northern Virginia as well as parts of Maryland. But hey, for the most part, you can see that we do have temperatures now quickly back into the 70s as we head in towards the second half of the day. Then as we head towards just the larger picture of things, right? Well, we have high pressure sitting over top of us that continue to allow for a lot of that just southerly flow that draws in that warmth, and then later on by this weekend, some of that humidity as well. Now, as we take a look here at the out-the-door forecast, you can see that by about 9 a.m., mid-70s. So we are quickly on pace. We're on track to see the temperatures getting into the 70s, then into the 90s. So certainly expecting to see much nicer conditions, well, summer-like conditions. We'll talk about the weekend here in just a couple of minutes. Over to you.
Well, it is Zip Trip Friday, and this week our crew is live in Alexandria.
Yeah, so let's kick things off this morning with Steve. He's getting the talk of the town with the city's vice mayor right there on the waterfront. Steve?
Yeah, it's an absolutely gorgeous day along the water here in Old Town Alexandria, but let's be honest, it always is. Vice Mayor Sarah Bagley, kind enough to join us this morning.
Good morning.
Talk a little bit about what you can expect in Old Town. You guys have a big summer coming up, don't you?
We have a fabulous summer coming up. Every day in Old Town's a great day, but this summer especially, we are really proud to be hosting Croatia. We are their base camp all summer for FIFA, and there's going to be an amazing set of activities to welcome them. This Saturday from 5 to 8 in our beautiful waterfront park, there's going to be a Flavors and Sounds of Croatia event. Come down, eat food, listen to music, and then stay a while. Walk around our beautiful 100 block, check out the Torpedo Factory. It's a great place to visit.
We're going to, I want to hear more about this Croatia deal in just a minute, but you're taking a look at some of the areas around Old Town, and if you come down and visit us here on the Zip Trip, if you're looking in the same direction we're looking into the camera, you go another 50 yards, you're in the water.
Yes, exactly.
You have the boats out here, you have the beautiful marina and the Potomac River, and that means we're getting ready for some big 250 events coming up, right?
Well, we are proud to be hosting the largest water-based sailing event event as part of America's 250. We are going to have 4 incredible tall ships right here on the Potomac in Alexandria. Come down and see them next weekend. We're also going to have Jazz Fest happening, so you can hear some great music, see some amazing ships, and check out history.
It's really cool. And when the tall ships come in, first of all, you cannot miss them.
No.
Second of all, it's nice to see history here because, and here's a spoiler, this will be part of our trivia later this morning, Alexandria predates the country.
Yes, Alexandria is dated from 1749, so our city is actually older than our country, and we take a lot of pride in that. So if you're looking to learn history this summer and celebrate the country, come to Alexandria and learn some even older history.
This is amazing. All right, we'll get to some of the great shops, restaurants, everything that makes Old Town so special coming up. But you mentioned it, World Cup. Croatia is here. They're the 11th ranked team in the world, which is a pretty big deal. And they're going to be calling this base camp for the next month. How'd you pull that off?
Well, who wouldn't want to be here, right? But we made a great package. We're partnering with Visit Alexandria, with the city and Episcopal High School to really provide them a great experience here. They finished 2nd and 3rd in the last 2 World Cups, so we're really excited for the first place finish this time for our home team, Croatia.
So this is great. So you wanted to have a team here, basically. So you put the feelers out there through FIFA. But you said Croatia actually they were excited. They were the ones that said, we want to be in Alexandria.
Croatia chose us, and I think what they recognized is we share a real historical roots, but we are a great place to walk, to live, to move around, and to eat and play. And so we're so thrilled that they chose us, and we can't wait to welcome them here.
So as far as things that they might be doing are the same things that you guys might be doing if you come to Old Town. King Street has always been kind of the center point of activity. I know there have been some changes over the last couple of years. What should people know now if they want to come down and visit any of the shops, the restaurants on King Street or the surrounding neighborhood?
They should know that it's very easy to get here and move around here. You can take one of our free Dash buses. We have a trolley. We're going to be adding trolleys and buses from some of our metro stations. You can pick up a bike share. You can scoot around. You can roll around. We've worked hard to make Alexandria a more accessible city as well. We also have destinations outside of King Street. Visit Del Rey. Visit the West End. I think Taquerico Costo is going to be on later. So there's so much to see and do, so many different food and cultures, and so many ways to get here.
Yeah, we're going to have in a few minutes, we'll revisit Junction in Del Rey. So we're kind of connecting all the neighborhoods. But I know as Vice Mayor, that's one of the things that you're focused on too, is transportation, accessibility, getting people where they need to be so they can enjoy all of Alexandria, right?
Yes. I see a few cyclists here behind us this morning. Welcome to you. But truly, we have really made an effort to work on our accessibility, to make it a more inclusive destination. We're celebrating Pride Month this month. We have other activities going on. So please come check us out. Visit us by Metro. Visit us by bus. We've got some parking garages downtown. We can't wait to see you and feed you and dance with you.
That's a little vacation right outside of D.C., right across the river from D.C. Thank you so very much, Vice Mayor. Appreciate you joining us today and welcoming us to Alexandria. Thank you very much. All right, we are a block off of King Street. We are half a block from the Potomac River. You can't miss us. Come on down, say hello. We're here till 11 o'clock, and we'll see you with more from Alexandria after this.
Okay, well, we'll check back in. Steve, looking good, and the crowd is definitely growing.
He looks like he's enjoying that sunshine out there a little too much as well.
A good tan. All right, it's the 8-11 now. A major retailer is accused of stealing from its own customers.
Yeah, we're going to explain why on the other side of a quick break.
Plumbing to electrical, heating to air conditioning. If you can't, we can. Michael and Son.
With just 6 days into the World Cup, a unique display in Texas, a chalk artist recreated and created a 3D World Cup themed mural. How about that? Using household items like tape and string to help construct each piece. This piece is right outside of Dallas Stadium for fans to see. A reminder that you can see the World Cup for free here on Fox 5. So creative.
Yeah, really talented there to see, and right outside of the stadium there nearby. So that'll be I'm sure a lot of people will be lining up to get some photos with that. All right, 8:15, you want to head out to our zip trip this morning?
Let's do it. We got Taylor live at Waterfront Park in Alexandria. Take it away.
It's really heating up out here, but everything has been fantastic so far. If you guys saw them a couple of minutes ago, no worries, you're not seeing double. They're back again. This is Junction Bakery and Bistro. We have Jack, we have Caitlin here this morning. Tell us again where you guys are located.
Yes, so we're located in the heart of Delray, right up on Mount Vernon Avenue. Delray is like such a family, awesome place to be. We love the families that come by in their strollers, their dogs. We have an awesome patio that we love to utilize and have everyone come out and enjoy our pastries, breakfast sandwiches, and everything.
And you guys have a whole spread. Let's get into that. What we have here?
Yeah, do you want to start with?
Yeah, so we have our lattes that we make in-house. We make all the syrups in-house, so they're all unique to Junction. We have our breakfast pastries. They make fresh every morning. Some popular breakfast sandwiches and burritos.
This is enormous. Is this your burrito?
Yes, it is. We go big or go home here.
Let's talk about the cruffin. Cruffin, right? I didn't even know that was a word until Annie Mae said it. The cruffin.
It's like a croissant and a muffin had a baby, and there you go, a cruffin.
That looks amazing. Go ahead.
We change the flavors on those monthly and rotate them. Right now we have a tres leches flavor, and then this is our churro flavor. So we keep it rotating to keep the options fresh for everyone to enjoy. So
keep it with the season.
Keep it with the season, which I love the coconut latte over here. I know Steve has been eyeing that. I think he might go and grab that before we're even done here.
Exactly.
All right, best thing on the menu.
Okay, I have to say these burritos, they're brand new.
Really?
Our chef just added them. They're like a breakfast burrito with beans, eggs, and he changes the meat on them almost weekly to match what we have in-house. Right now it's a smoked brisket inside.
Oh.
Yeah, so
he does
they're
it all
delicious.
in-house, and it smells fantastic in the back when he's smoking it.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know where to start, from the juices to the coconut latte.
Right.
I probably have to go cruffin this morning, just because I've never had one before.
Yeah, no,
even though I just
it's our showstopper and like home of the cruffin. That's what everyone comes in and tries, and they're worth it.
Open 7 days a week?
7 days a week, 7 a.m. every morning, so.
Any big events coming up? I mean, Delray has so many fantastic events, so it's hard to even get
absolutely.
right?
We do. On the 14th, we have a Junction Jam Lot party. We're going to close down the entire parking lot, bring local vendors, a DJ, bubbles, games. It'll be a big, fun party for the neighborhood and anybody wanting to come up.
That sounds incredible.
Absolutely.
I hope you guys get some nice weather, which we've been baking here. These poor fellows have been baking here with us for like the last 20 minutes. So thank you for hanging in with us, especially wearing some black
Thank
shirts. But
you.
obviously, it's going to be a hot day. Temperatures get into the 90s. That's where you can find the Junction Bakery in Delray. Again, we have a lot happening out here in Alexandria, right on the water this morning. So for now, we're going to send it back into Marissa, but we'll see you guys soon.
All right, sounds good. And you look great in your sunnies, too, your shades, Taylor. It's a great day for those. You all get out and see our team there in Alexandria. All right, it's 8:18. It's time now to get to Shannon Bream for a preview of Fox News Sunday. It's so good to see you, Shannon. Good morning.
You too, Marissa.
So let's begin with the Senate overnight passing this ICE Border Patrol funding bill and what you expect to see from that.
Yeah, so now the House picks this up, a knockdown, drag-out fight over these Vote-A-Rama amendments last night. Now, Democrats didn't succeed, and Republicans who may have wanted it, to shut down that weaponization fund that the administration says is essentially dead, but potential payouts for people who say that they've been wronged by the government or that weaponization has been used against them. So that didn't go anywhere, but now it moves forward to the House. Now, if they make any changes, then this goes back to square one and have to start all over again. So now we watch to see if Speaker Mike Johnson can hold his votes together and get this thing to the president's desk.
Also in the news this week, the Kennedy Center and the naming on it, including Trump's name. I'm sure you're going to have some panelists sounding off on that as well.
Oh, yeah. So that legal fight continues about whether they can, stop or start construction or a makeover or renovation of it, whether the names all have to come off immediately. There will be appeals and more appeals. And so that fight, I don't know about you, but I feel like every time I check my inbox, there's a different email about a different decision from a judge about what exactly is going to happen there. But, it's been a loss so far for the administration, for the president, in the fight to keep his name and branding on there and also to start that major renovation. So we'll see where that legal fight goes.
Yeah, more threats of appeals for sure. And the reflecting pool, we're now getting a view of what it looks like after some work done there in painting.
Yes, the water is going back in, and gosh, there's been so much controversy. The funny thing is I fly in and out of D.C. on a regular basis, and you have that great shot if you bank over D.C. when you're leaving, and I try to get a shot out the window of what's going on with the reflecting pool. I'm not making any commentary about whether you love it or hate it. I just send out the picture so people can see the progress that's going on. And man, my comments, people are so divided over this thing, but now it looks like it's done. The water is going back in. We'll see if people like the finished product or not.
We're closing in on America 250. We've been talking about it for years, and here we are. But man, that Great American Fair, at this point, is just Vanilla Ice and Flo Rida who are scheduled to perform?
Yeah, and the president has said it's going to be his biggest, greatest rally. He's going to be the headliner. He talked about some other people, Lee Greenwood, who is a classic in his MAGA base, and others who will be there to sing with him. But that he's going to be kind of the star of the show of this thing now. We're actually taking our show out there for a couple of Sundays so people can see and get a vibe of what it's like on the National Mall for this park event. But certainly the performer lineups are not what it looked like they were going to be a couple weeks ago.
Absolutely. Who are you going to have on, Shannon, this Sunday?
So a familiar face and name to our viewers here in the DMV. Senator Warner is going to be with us, and also from the other side of the aisle, Senator Lankford. We're going to talk Iran war, reconciliation, FISA, which, that big tool for national security expires next week. How are they going to shore that up, and will they do it in time?
All right, lots to get to, and I know you'll cover it all. Shannon, thank you so much for that preview of your show here at 9 a.m.
Thanks, Marissa.
This Sunday on Fox 5. Thank you, and have a great weekend. Jacqueline.
Well, time now, 8:22 this morning, and a major retailer is accused of stealing from its very own customers.
We're going to explain why next. customers are calling out Walmart for alleged false advertisement.
Yeah, so they're blowing the whistle here on the company that is known for their more affordable prices. Sina joining us now with the latest details. Sina, what's happening here?
Well, ladies, there's a Reddit post called Walmart is Stealing, where frustrated customers are calling out Walmart for its not so low prices. They're claiming that Walmart advertises those more affordable prices, but then changes them once they get to the register. Walmart's been facing these allegations of dynamic pricing for a while now. It's basically a tactic that companies use to spike prices based on bigger trends and demand. These suspicious shoppers have condemned Walmart for jacking up prices remotely, forcing people to buy without fair warning. So, ladies, what do we think?
Right, if it's happening. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, you know, people are dealing with inflation. We're seeing prices increase, but blatantly, you know, purposely doing that, you know, definitely is concerning, especially for a company that is known for supposedly giving price decreases.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, it's hard to find things there that are just $1, but it's another thing entirely to lie about it, to get you in the door, and then it's something different. Sina, thank you so much. It's 8:26, so much left to do on this Friday morning, so keep it here on Fox 5 because we're going to go back out live to our team on our zip trip in Alexandria. That's ahead at 8:30 for a look at some of the boutiques in the city.
So, our friends from Salvation Army are here. It's National Donut Day, and I know you're thinking, what is the possible connection between the Salvation Army and National Donut Day? Well, there's a couple. One we'll get to, and the other is right here, because this is your donut-eating champion. Yeah, that's a true story, believe it or not. We're going to get all the details and talk to Salvation Army coming up after this from the Zip Trip in Alexandria.
Welcome back to Fox 5 here at 8:30 on this Friday morning. A live look across the DMV, and it is shaping up to be a beautiful, lovely Friday across our region. Weekend looking good too. A little bit of humidity coming our way, but this dry pattern and the sunshine, it continues, and we could not ask for better weather. We've got more on your weather and traffic with Caesar coming up in just moments. Marissa?
First, though, Jacqueline, let's get you caught up with the headlines with a check of this morning's top stories. Brendan Banfield will be sentenced today today. He's the husband convicted of killing his wife and another man in an attempt to run away with the family's au pair. Banfield faces a mandatory life sentence. The au pair took a plea deal and testified against him. She was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Montgomery County School Board has approved a controversial budget that eliminates 415 positions. This is all due to a $36 million funding gap. Most of the jobs that will be cut are in student support services, literary specialists, and security positions. Officials say the structural funding issues that put MCPS in this position are not going away. And a warning before the America 250 celebration, some shoppers are getting burned by fake America 250 merchandise. And it's because scammers are slapping the anniversary logo on just about anything. The Better Business Bureau is warning customers to research online retailers very carefully, as many fraudulent orders have arrived with low quality or no quality at all. It is 8:30 now. We want to check out our Zip Trip crew. They are live this morning in Alexandria, and Steve has this week's Friday Finds. I love this segment, Steve.
Friday Finds is always fun, and it's always more fun when we get a great guest involved as well. You know Major Todd Mason by now. He joins us on the Zip Trip. You definitely know Shieldy. You might not know James Webb, but you should, because he is the #4 ranked competitive eater in the world. Yeah. So why do we have a competitor eater here? Well, it's National Donut Day. Yes. And you have a world record, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Believe it or not, this guy can crush some donuts. And you are connected through Salvation Army to National Donut Day, right?
We are. National Donut Day originated in 1938 to commemorate the Salvation Army service on the front lines of World War I, where we set up in abandoned huts and we provided comforts of home for our troops. So letter writing supplies, we hemmed garments up, and they baked goods, including donuts.
This is
and
great.
So
we actually have some of the baked goods on display that we're going to get to in just a minute. But before we talk to James about his eating habits, you guys actually are set up. A lot of times when we talk to you, you're like, there's a facility kind of nearby. Here in Alexandria, there's a facility here to help people.
Yeah, we have a local unit here in Alexandria in the Delray neighborhood where people can go for social service assistance, for youth and adult ministries, for worship opportunities. It's a full community center there, so
which is
stop
great.
by.
Speaking of places to go, the two of you are going to be heading off to do a little eating later today. James, how many donuts can you put down?
My world record is 70 in 8 minutes.
70 donuts in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want to do better than that, or at some point are you just like, I'm good?
No, well, the weather's good today. It's a good cause. Hopefully we've got 71 on the menu.
So does the weather help with competitive eating?
Believe it or not, it does.
Really?
Yeah.
This just puts you in a good mood? Do you feel like you can...
I sweat a lot, so if I don't sweat, I can eat more.
Oh, okay, I got you. So you don't want it to be too hot then for that. What are some of the other foods that you have been able to consume and set world records in or do very well?
I have a sausage world record, I have 2 chicken wing world records, a donut world record, and a fudge world record.
Dude, I gotta tell you, you're in great shape. Like, this is not what I expect for somebody who's putting down 70 donuts. I eat like 1 or 2 and I feel terrible.
It's the baggy t-shirt.
No, you're doing great. Here's the deal. We want you to help us out and play a little game with us, Price is Right style. We've got 5 items here on the table. We've got 5 price tags. I'm going to chat with Todd for a second. Why don't you throw these on what you think the value of this would be if you picked them up in a store, okay? Just throw the price tags down, and while you do so, just work around here. I'm going to chat with Todd a little bit more about some of the services that you guys do provide in the area. You mentioned you have a location right in Delray. Who's eligible for that? What can you do to help folks out in Alexandria?
Yeah, of course, we like to bring, on Donut Day, bring recognition to food awareness as well, and food insecurity that so many people experience. The best thing to do is go on our website. You can key in your zip code, and it'll show you where the nearest Salvation Army location is, where you can go for services.
Perfect. Best thing to do. All right, James, let's see how we did. $25 on the pans, 27, which is, do you want to just swap these 2 out? I'll give you a chance. Let's just swap these out. Let's see, we'll call that one a win. Here's the thing. Which one is it under? Oh, you made this hard for me, Todd. 25. All right, we got that one. $10. $10. You nailed that one. This is the key. 14 and 9. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. You got a couple of them. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Good luck on the circuit. I know you traveled all the way from Australia to be here to take part in the competitive eating for National Donut Day, but we wish you the best throughout the season.
Appreciate it.
And really appreciate you being here today, Todd. It's always a pleasure. Shirley as well. Sorry about that if that was too much. I did not mean to do that. Go on the website, find out more about what you can do for Salvation Army in your community. All right, anyway, with that said, let's send it over to you with a little fashion Alexandria style.
All right, thanks, Steve. We are having a blast here in Alexandria this morning, aren't we? Come on! And
joining me this morning, the owner of two separate places here. We've got Mint Condition, 529 for kids, for adults. Tell us about your places.
So I own 529 Kids Consign and Mint Condition. They are both on Royal Street, a couple blocks up. They are, upscale consignment.
Yeah.
So not only can you bring your items to me to sell, but then on the flip side, you can find really good quality items at a great price.
So how long have you been in business here in Alexandria?
15 years.
Wow.
So yeah, it is the best community to be a part of. Everyone is so supportive. The community, the fellow business owners, we just love our town.
Exactly. So what kind of clothes do you sell there, right? So we're talking about grad fashion, but do you kind of sell year-round for all different types of events?
We sell seasonal. So right now we are deep into grad season.
Yeah.
I've got some looks here to show you, but something for everybody. We have, everything from J. Crew to Gucci.
All right, there we go.
And everything in between.
I love the little Gucci. You know
Who doesn't?
Okay, so we are getting prepared for a very special graduation. Alexandria High School is going to be graduating, what, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, so we got to get outfitted for it, right? So you have a couple of looks for us.
I do. So this is my son, Ethan.
All right,
So this one's very near and dear to me. Ethan is wearing an amazing look from the Lucky Knot men's store, which is right here on the waterfront.
Yeah.
He's wearing, I love this blue linen. We also did a little flag bout, a little nod to America 250
There we
this
go.
summer. And to Vineyard Vine shorts. I think that this look is awesome for graduation, and it will take him through life, right?
That is so cute, and it's really cool to be able to put like the gown on over top.
Yeah.
I know for the ladies will do that, and then do like a little drape and the hat, and all matches.
Yeah.
We love to see
he'll be
all right, do one final spin for us. Ooh. Okay, Lady Killer. We love it. All right, we have one more look too, right?
All right, so this is Lila. She's also an Alexandria City graduate tomorrow.
Aww.
She's wearing a beautiful dress. It's by Rhode from Mint Condition. So, this dress retails for $400, and in my store it's $69.99.
There you
so
go.
The savings are amazing.
We got good prices too. So talk about the look of this. What do you think is in for graduation? What do you think is in for 2026?
I always love a white dress for graduation.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Lila, but white is all the rage for graduation. But I just loved how this had a little extra detail with the puff sleeve, the little ruffle here. So, and again, she can wear this. They're going to Beach Week next week. I feel like both of these looks will translate to Beach Week.
That gives me such good, fond memories of high school.
I know. I would also be remiss if I did not tell you about my dress.
Okay, tell us. That's
From
adorable.
the Hive, it's Ula Johnson, and something for everybody here in Old Town. From the moms that have put in all the work to the children and the fathers. We have the Lucky Knot men's store has some great looks for the dads as well. We can't forget about them.
Okay, give us one final tip maybe for adults that are kind of going to the graduations for the kids. Come on. One good tip in terms of style. For the adults.
Well, I would say dress cool.
You say
linen,
dress cool?
Linen,
Be cool.
sleeveless, be cool. It's going to be hot tomorrow. So
it is going to be hot tomorrow, so make sure you are thinking of that. Thank you so much for joining us. Where are you guys located one final time in Alexandria?
We are on Royal Street, 122 Royal Street.
All right, so if you're in Alexandria, of course, head down to the consignment shop. You can see the website, social media on there as well. Thank you guys so much, and a special shout out to all the grads tomorrow here in Alexandria. All right, over to you.
All right, thanks, Annie Mae. Here's what is ahead of the next 45 minutes. At 8:40, the star-powered surprise for subway riders. And then at 8:48, we will check back in with today's Zip Trip for a look at some of the city's food. At 8:55, we're breaking down the new trend called admin dating. And then all new in our 9 a.m. hour, much more from our Zip Trip, including the 5 must-stops and Forever Home Friday. So stay with us.
Plumbing to electrical, heating to air conditioning. If you can't, we can. Michael and Son.
Welcome to the MTA. Joe Crack, your conductor. You used to me in another booth. I'm in this booth now. And we headed to Madison Square Garden representing the New York Knicks. Go Knicks.
And that is rapper Fat Joe surprising fans on the subway while at home for all the Knicks celebrations. The superfan was the MTA special guest conductor. The MTA and the Knicks teaming up with the celebrity to hand out the organization's promotional stickers. Fat Joe also promoting MTA ridership to games and watch parties. Now, of course, this is ahead of Game 2 of the finals happening tonight. Knicks facing off against the Spurs. Tip-off 8:30 this evening. So a lot of fans getting ready for that. But time now, 8:42, just shy of it. Let's check back in with our friends at our Zip Trip in Alexandria this morning. And now we're checking in with Steve for what he's working on. We'll have that in just a few moments on another quick break. Welcome back. Time to check the Good Day guest list. It is Zip Trip Friday today. Best day of the whole week, of course, and the fun, it keeps on rolling after the break with our Taste of segment where we sample some of Alexandria's incredible food and culinary delights. Our crew's hanging out there in the waterfront park, so go say hi. Steve, Taylor, and Annie Mae are all out there this morning, and you'll have until 11 a.m. to go out and see them so you can get to know your Alexandria neighbors and see some of the local shops and businesses out there. And my goodness, some beautiful weather for it out there on our Zip Trip. With that, let's check in with Taylor what we can expect, whether you're headed out to the Zip Trip or have plans for a fantastic weekend. Taylor, how's it looking?
Hey, right? Oh, I have a new mic now. Thank you. Yes, it's going to be a fantastic weekend. If you've been waiting for the summer weather, obviously it's here to stay. Anyway, I have someone to help me with the weather right now because we don't actually have my graphics working out here. We have John Chapman, who's part of the city council here in the city of Alexandria. John, I mean, this has been fantastic, but you have been sitting here for several minutes. How does it feel?
It is hot. It's getting hot out here. It's going to be a hot day today.
It's going to be a hot day. Forecast, you know?
I think it's supposed to get into the 90s, so we're starting to get into the D.C. summertime.
Yes, and you are a familiar face of Fox 5. You've been on city council for like 12 years now, right?
Yeah, I think it's 13, 14. I've lost count.
Lost count. Clearly like the job. Any big things coming up or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely. City's getting ready for a big summer. We've got not only the World Cup, we have the Croatian national team here, but also, of course, the 250th. We've got our waterfront is going to be filled with boats, and so Sail 250, we want everybody in the region to come over and check out Alexandria and particularly Old Town.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have such such an incredible spot right here. Believe it or not, like I've been to Delray several times. We've done a zip trip there. I've done so many stories, but I've never actually been to the waterfront here in Alexandria. I know. Everyone's probably like, no, you got to be kidding me. So.
All right, so we're gonna do a personal invite to you to make sure you're here for some of the events that we have going on.
All right, so personal favorites up right here. Where are some of your personal favorites?
See, now you're going to get me in trouble as a council member when I point out stuff, right? So I like all of our restaurants. Whether you need Thai food, whether you need just comfort food, we have it all in Old Town. Again, I'm not going to call out specific folks because I will get emails about it, but if you come down to Old Town looking for food, we have it. We have tons of it. And of course, we're on a waterfront, so we've got seafood galore.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. I've been walking around for a little bit, so I believe you have everything here. So I might stick around for the weekend just to enjoy everything. Anyway, it's going to be a fantastic weekend. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Well, eventually, we all need rain. We're in the drought conditions, so we'll see that return sometime late Saturday into Sunday. But for now, we're going to send it back over to Caesar for a look at the roads, and he's been really holding it down in the studio. Thank you so much, Caesar. We'll send it over to you.
Well, thanks, Taylor. So far right now, we'll just jump right to it, right? Traffic-wise, one thing to remember here is for the National Archives, it's the 250th celebration. So you have street closures until Saturday, June 6th. The big one, of course, Constitution Avenue from 7th Street to 9th Street, and also from Pennsylvania Avenue to 7th Street. You can see the full list over on fox5dc.com. As we jump over now to US 301 here southbound over by Brandywine, well, you can see that it's still closed due to a tractor-trailer crash between Cherry Tree Crossing Road and Dyson Road. So make sure to follow police direction. Delays from Blackstone Avenue is at about 5 minutes this morning. Back to you.
All right, Caesar, thank you. Let's get back out to our zip trip this morning in Alexandria, right along the waterfront. And Steve, it looks like you and Annie Mae are joining us for another taste of. What are we trying this morning here?
Yeah, we hit the lottery, Jacqueline, for sure. We're joined by the team from Commodore. This is Rob. This is Ryan. I'm going to see if Annie Mae can put the pieces together because you guys kind of describe yourself as your neighborhood dive bar.
That's right.
Right? So what on this table would make it a dive bar, Annie Mae? Let's see if we can see. Oh, she
possibly.
She nailed it. I love it. I love the connection here. What is the connection that you guys make between Commodore and the diving team?
So our original owner was a Navy vet, and he wanted to open up a dive bar for his Navy friends. So naturally going with the Navy Maritime Dive Helmet.
This is so cool. So you guys, the long story short, the original location was in Logan Circle, then DuPont Circle, and now you decided you want a little more space.
Yep.
So you came to Alexandria. Describe this whole concept for us.
So the concept is basically trying to be that neighborhood third place, a place where everybody feels comfortable, everybody's happy. So we're doing basically really, really, really good pub food. The sort of things you want to walk into a bar and just enjoy.
Yeah, so I know Steve mentioned that you guys had a couple of places that you were at, now here to Alexandria. What made you choose this area?
Well, we're still in D.C. and DuPont, but what really made us come down here was it seemed like the exact sort of community that was welcoming and wanted an establishment like this. It doesn't hurt that we're right by the water.
Yeah.
So, you know, with the nautical thing, we fit right in.
Yeah,
So.
for sure. So you can't have a great dive bar, pub / restaurant without good drinks and good food. We'll get to the drinks in a minute. Ryan, walk us through some of the food here, but the pizza, I understand. This, I have no idea what it is. What do we have here?
So this is a pizza pinwheel. So what we do is we take our pizza dough, we roll it out, and this week we change it every week. So this week it's meat lovers. So pepperoni, fennel, sausage, and bacon. We roll it up, cut it, and then we bake it, and then it has a poblano ranch drizzle with chives on top.
So is that a pizza, like dough on the outside?
You could call it that. Some people call it a pizza cinnamon roll. People name it whatever they want.
I was going to say, it's giving cinnamon roll to me.
That's
okay,
right.
So when Steve and I walked up, Steve is already prepped here. I was looking at all the food, and I go, what is that? So I need you to tell me exactly what that is, because I'm still thinking it's a meatball cheese kind of moment. What is
Yeah,
it?
so it's our Nashville cheese balls. So ball of pimento cheese, deep fried with a Nashville hot oil, a jalapeno basil aioli on the bottom with fried basil on top as a garnish. A little bit of pecorino romano on top as well.
Obviously great sandwiches. You got a great looking salad here as well, if you want to go a little bit on the lighter side of things.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Talk about that, and then the pizzas. I'm guessing we're switching things up all the time, right?
Always. So the Brussels sprouts here, these are our crispy Brussels sprouts with a little...
Oh, that's the Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Brussels sprouts.
I'm going to call it a salad because it makes me feel better about it.
It's greens. It's greens.
Perfect.
But crispy Brussels sprouts, pickled Fresnos, creme fraiche, chives, and a hot honey on top as well.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I can eat that whole thing. What I am going to do, I'm going to steal a little piece of your pizza here.
That's fine.
Well, Rob,
Absolutely.
tell us about some of the great drinks you have. Especially
Yeah, isn't it house-made limoncello?
It is. It is. I've got a long history making limoncello in my past, and I decided, you know what? It's summertime. Let's bring this back. Let's bring it on down. And so we house infuse our limoncello for 35 days before we finish blending it. So
Okay, tell us a little bit more about the process. I don't know how limoncello is.
basically, it's made by scrubbing lemons, peeling them, and then letting them to sit in a grain alcohol for about 35 days. So it infuses all of that flavor fully out, and then you mix it with a simple syrup mixture and chill it. You always want to serve that cold. So it's great for just taking a shot as a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
And we have our new house limoncello spritz.
Oh, nice.
Which is going to be a
that's good.
perfect, like, sweet, sour, light, refreshing, perfect taste
I
for a
love it.
Hot
hot
out, this
You
is the perfect
go
drink.
to Italy, people have it as their little dessert.
Exactly.
You know, as, after dinner, you grab a little drink as well. I'm glad you picked that one because I want a spritz right here because it's perfect for summertime. Where are you guys located? I know it's a couple blocks from here, but if folks want to come, and they should, check it out.
We're at 220 North Lee. We're right near the intersection of Lee and Queen Street.
It's going to be packed for the World Cup, you think?
Oh, I think so. Absolutely.
So for sure.
Cheers,
Guys, I'm sorry we stole your drinks, so you have nothing to cheer us with, but, you know,
Leaving me hanging.
good times. Sorry, my friend. Focused on our guests, Sandy.
Sorry,
Thank you, guys. Please check out Commodore right on Queen Street, 2 blocks from here. All right. That being said, we're going to send it back to you, Jacqueline, as we eat and drink our way through yet another Zip Trip.
There we go, Ray.
Always having a lot of fun out there. Annie Mae, Steve, it looks like a good time. All right, time now, 8:52. Have you ever heard of admin dates? They have nothing to do with finding a romantic connection. We'll have details next in today's Social Scene. All right, time now for the social scene, and we've got Julie and Sina here joining us. Good morning, ladies. Okay, so there is a new way that people are adulting here. It is called admin dates. So how does it work? Well, these group gatherings allow friends to catch up over dreaded tasks like paying bills, redoing your resume, finally clearing out that bloated inbox. The new social trend is all about finding creative ways to stop the procrastination while offering encouragement, while you're also having food and drinks, right? Experts say not only are these social outings great for mental health, but they can also help build your personal relationships while also checking off your to-do list. I feel like this is effective for like the first maybe 30 minutes, and then you start getting into the gossip with your girlfriends, and you're like, okay, that went out the window after like the second glass of wine.
Are they going to help me do my laundry?
You could do that.
Let's have a laundry party.
And that's quick, too, so you could definitely,
a laundry party.
Come over, let's have some wine, and we'll fold my, my clothes.
It reminds you of like studying with your friends in college, which made it feel like less stressful, but you're like also still kind of being productive. But you're right, you need somebody who's going to keep you on task, because otherwise it can just be a kiki real quick.
Exactly. You get derailed real fast. I think I might, because I'm moving soon, I might try to convince my girlfriends to have like paint night at home, paint and sip, but the paint is me having them paint my apartment.
Oh,
there you go.
I did that for a friend. We had wine, we had pizza, and we painted her kitchen.
Perfect. You want to sign up?
Yeah. There's something to me soothing, and then you get to see the finished product I'm in.
Right, except there might
Julie's going to paint your apartment.
Perfect. Awesome. There we go.
You don't want me to trim, though. I'm not good at that.
Yeah, we'll leave that to somebody else to do. Next up, by the age of 32, Americans say that they plan their social calendars around their sleep schedules. That is according to this recent Talker research survey. Responses revealed that people start prioritizing their sleep over plans with loved ones as they age. The average respondent said that they turn down plans if they begin after 9 p.m. They also don't want to be social too early, so they say no to plans that begin before, this is very specific, 7:36 a.m. So nothing before 7:36 a.m. and nothing after 9 p.m.
Where did we get the 7:36 a.m.? I used to like nothing before 10 a.m. What are you doing? What are you doing at 7
I have done my whole day at work before 10 a.m.
Very true. I'm done. Yes. I'm so here for this, though. I feel like since I've been on this shift, which is years now, I definitely prioritize sleep over anything else, unfortunately.
Yeah, I definitely plan everything around my sleep schedule. I have to have it.
When I was younger, in this career, when I was a morning anchor in my first market, I'd be like, oh yeah, I can do an event this time, this day, Monday, Tuesday. Now it's like I just have to prioritize my sleep. Otherwise, I'm useless. I'm of no value to anyone,
and then
especially as I've gotten
agreeing to all those things. Yeah,
exactly. That's another part of adulting.
Look at us.
So, I know.
So responsible. I love it. All right, lastly here, talk about a hot potato for your wallet. Martha Stewart serving up a baked potato for, get this, $97. It is at her Bedford restaurant in Connecticut. The spud topped with golden Austria caviar and sour cream. One food creator tried it and says the dish was so appealing that he went back and ordered 2 more. You hear for a $97 baked potato if it includes caviar.
Can we just have the caviar on the side?
Yeah, right?
You don't want it on top?
I'm just like, I can do without the baked potato. Just give me the caviar
I see
and I'm
what
good.
you're saying. Yeah. I never had baked potatoes, so I'm like, is this worth it?
You never had a baked potato?
Oh, Sina, we got to go get you a good old baked potato.
Let's go to
loaded baked potato. See, I just don't even want the caviar on it. I just want the baked potato.
Okay. So you guys split at 97 and you can split the,
You take the potato, I'll take the caviar, and you can try it.
Yeah, we just got to get her a potato regardless. All right, don't touch that remote. A must-see. Good Day DC starts right now, including more from our zip trip out in Alexandria.
Right now at 9A, Judgment Day. We're live in Fairfax County ahead of Brendan Vanfield's sentencing months after he was convicted in a deadly love triangle involving his family's au pair. Break out the sunscreen because it's about to be a scorcher with the return of summer-like temps just in time for the weekend. Just how high that mercury will rise. Caesar has your forecast. And we're live in Alexandria, Virginia for this Friday's Fox 5 Zip Trip. Steve, Annie, Mae, and Taylor all there for this epic event. Let's get the weekend party started. Roll that open. Good Day DC is here for you, and it starts right now.
Music?
Good day, D.C., Maryland, and Northern Virginia on this Friday. I said it the correct way, yay.
And apparently you're supposed to wear orange or shade of pink or something on this day.
What did I say? On Fridays, we wear orange.
I said, aren't you glad it's Friday?
Yes.
I wanted to do that.
I'll be not a group chat. I want you to know we did not leave. It just happened.
Because it's like orange to peach to pink. So I was part of the group chat. Don't worry.
All right, we wanted to bring in some of the summer fun vibes because the rest of our crew, they're live out in Alexandria on our Zip trip doing a fantastic job. And man, the Zippies have really showed up and showed out, guys.
Listen, we love it down here. Old Town Alexandria always turns out, which is fantastic. We are so happy to be here today. We're also celebrating National Donut Day, and so our friends with Dunkin' always seem to represent for us. And today, they brought us some very special donuts, which just happen to have our faces on them. How cool is that?
Look at that.
Oh, look, you submitted your own photo, didn't you, Annie Mae?
I seriously feel like I submitted my own photo because look at how cute that is.
This is great. So it's National Donut Day. We're going to be celebrating throughout the day today. Here's my question for the crowd. Whose birthday is it today? Anybody have a birthday today? You get first choice in the donuts. Grab a donut. There you go. Have yourself some donuts.
She chose the one that didn't have your face
I
on
know.
it.
Nobody wants to take the one with my face on it.
Thank you.
We're going to lay down the line.
He wants an Annie Mae donut. That makes it
So, while we do this,
there you go.
Annie Mae, here, just take the box and pass it around. There you go. There you go. Grab
Good morning. A donut. You want a donut? There you go. Go for it. Go ahead. Do the little reach it. There you go.
So while we're doing this, guys, what do you have coming up this hour? What are you working on, Annie Mae?
You know, Steve.
Oh, one more. I gotta go back over there.
Okay. I can tell you this. We have Forever Home Friday coming up, so we're going to do that. We're going to show you some of the must-stops for Old Town Alexandria, which if you've probably been to Old Town before, obviously, but if not, we're going to show you some of the great places to come visit. We'll have a few puppies here. You can't go wrong with that. Obviously, as many donuts as we can put down as well. We just had like the world record holding donut eating champion on the show a short time ago. Ate 70 donuts in 8 minutes.
Okay, but did he eat a Steve donut from Dunkin'?
He's fasting. He has a donut competition in a few hours. He's going to be in D.C. eating donuts all day today.
That's awesome. Also, make sure you make your way out to Dunkin' because it's free donut day if you buy a drink. I already did that this morning. You know me and how I feel about Dunkin'.
I know your addiction.
It won't have an Annie Mae face on it, but you will be able to get one. So.
Open that up again. Boom, got one. All right, listen, we're going to send it back to you guys, but we'll be back out with more fun from Alexandria coming up right after this.
Oh, man, I want some donuts too. Ice cream as well would be so nice.
Yes, Steve was sneaky there, taking one from Annie Mae.
Yeah, I saw him sneak one in. Listen, it's 9:02. It's time to say what's up weather on another scorcher of a day, but it's going to be a nice one. Caesar.
It is. We're expecting to see that it's supposed to be at least feeling more summer-like out there, with a tad less bit of humidity still. So not necessarily too bad outside, where most temperatures are still in the 70s. So that's going to be the main thing for us this I want to say this morning, right? So you're going to see that it is not too necessarily bad out there. There we go. Clicker's not working. But we do have some air quality alerts out there. So code orange, it is unhealthy for sensitive groups, those with respiratory issues or heart conditions. So please keep that in mind. Look at that, though. Temperatures back into the 90s. Certainly going to be a scorcher out there. Things do change as we head into the weekend. You can expect to see that we get not only stay in the 90s, but also see the return of some humidity and then some showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder as we head in towards parts of late Saturday, early Sunday. Then we dry on out. Temperatures in the mid-80s before we warm right back up going in towards the second half of the next work week. Back over to you.
Thank you, Caesar. And now to a Fox 5 News alert. The Senate passed a $70 billion immigration enforcement funding bill overnight. Lawmakers voted 52-47 on this bill that supports ICE and Border Patrol through the end of President Trump's term. The ICE funding bill now heads to the House. Overnight, the senators also rejected a Democratic effort to permanently block the Justice Department's anti-weaponization bill. All of this was part of the Senate's 6th vote-a-rama.
Happening today, the Fairfax man convicted of a murder plot on his wife involving their au pair that he was having an affair with will be sentenced. Brendan Banfield will learn his fate in just a few hours. Our Melanie Alnwick at the courthouse this morning with the latest details. Mel, what can we expect today?
Well, this is going to be a difficult day for family members. It's always tough when it's time for these victim impact statements, and family members will once again come face to face with Brendan Banfield and have to relive these horrific murders. Now, yesterday, Brendan Banfield's defense attorney, Joe Carroll, tried to get the conviction thrown out, claiming prosecutors made errors and improperly influenced the jury. Judge Penny Azcarate said the prosecution did act properly and denied the motion to dismiss. Former IRS agent Brendan Banfield and the family's au pair, Juliana Perez Magalhaes, conspired to murder Brendan's wife, Christine Banfield, and Joseph Ryan in 2023. In their elaborate plot, Ryan was set up to appear like he had broken into the house and attacked Christine. Juliana Magalhaes took a plea deal and testified against her former lover. Joseph Ryan's mother spoke during the au pair's sentencing.
I can never unhear Joe's moans and cries after he was shot, the cries of a dying man. My son's life was used and thrown away, seen as worthless and utterly disposable.
Though prosecutors had made a plea deal with Magalhaes in exchange for her testimony, Judge Penny Azcarate still imposed a 10-year sentence for the au pair. Brendan Banfield was convicted in February of 2 counts of aggravated murder. Virginia abolished the death penalty in 2021, so the harshest sentence in the state of Virginia for aggravated murder is life in prison without the possibility of parole. So they're still going to go through the sentencing phase. That sentence has to be imposed, and of course we will have the victim impact statements this morning. All this gets underway at 11. We'll be streaming it live on our Fox Local app and on our Fox 5 website.
All right, thank you, Mel. Now, the fate of a woman convicted in a deadly crash along Rock Creek Parkway is going to be sentencing over here today. It's going to be decided. Nikita Walker was speeding when she crashed, killing a Lyft driver and 2 passengers inside the car. A D.C. jury found Walker guilty of involuntary manslaughter and assault with a dangerous weapon. She was acquitted of second-degree murder. Walker faces up to 30 years in prison. Her sentencing is scheduled for 2 p.m.
An overnight crash in Bethesda sent 3 teens and 2 adults to the hospital. This happened just after midnight on River Road and Burdett Road. Police say 2 cars collided, one with those 3 teens and the other with the 2 adults. Well, the car carrying those 3 teenagers rolled over. We're told everyone was able to get out of those cars before EMS got to the scene. We're still working to learn, though, how they're doing right now.
D.C.'s juvenile curfew zone law is set to expire again, potentially leaving police without an important curfew tool as schools let out, and they're still dealing with those teen takeovers across the city. But Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez, she's live in the newsroom with the latest and what we expect to happen, Steph, as a result.
Yeah, Marissa, good morning. So the juvenile curfew zone law is set to expire tomorrow. That's Saturday at 11:59 p.m., so just before midnight Sunday. It's in place now because D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser issued an emergency mayoral order in response to that violent brawl we all saw inside the Navy Yard Chipotle a few weeks ago. Despite this incident and other serious ones, the D.C. Council still hasn't been able to agree and pass an emergency curfew zone law that would immediately take effect and also remain in place for a longer period than an emergency mayoral order. The citywide juvenile curfew is still in place. Guys, what the city will be losing is the extended juvenile curfew zone law. That is legislation that allows D.C. police to designate an area where within that space teens under 18 years old are not allowed to gather in groups of 9 or more after 8 at night without a proper guardian, and that's until the citywide curfew kicks in. Police say it's a needed tool in hotspot neighborhoods where teens have been gathering. The council did pass a permanent juvenile curfew zone law, but that's not expected to kick in until mid-July. Meanwhile, the U.S. Attorney for D.C. is among those who have been calling out the D.C. Council for now likely leaving a month-and-a-half-long gap in the emergency legislation.
It just would help if the U.S. Attorney would focus on the 5 members instead of just casting this aspersion on the entire council.
I'm just worried one of these days someone's going to get really hurt by one of these large events that kind of grows outside of MPD's control.
We need to be providing services for our youth, support for our youth, job training for our youth, just alternatives to these teen takeovers that we're seeing.
And guys, we should also note the permanent bill that the D.C. Council passed, it cannot take effect until it goes through congressional review. Jacqueline?
Steph, thank you. Well, Montgomery County School Board has approved a controversial budget that now eliminates 415 jobs. All of this due to a $36 million funding gap. That decision incited emotional outbursts from staff, students, and parents. Most of the job cuts are in student support services, literary specialists, and security positions. Officials say the structural funding issues that put MCPS into this position in the first place are not going away.
Your time now, 9:10. We want to send things back to Steve, who's doing it big, apparently, out at Waterfront Park in Alexandria. Looking good, my friend.
Listen, you can't be in Old Town Alexandria without being down by the water. So we had to come down to the waterfront, which really is right where we're located. We're in Waterfront Park, but check it out. Even the geese are getting ready for their close-up this morning. They're getting their morning bath in the Potomac River. We've got one of the city cruisers boats cruising on by, heading down to the Wilson Bridge, over to National Harbor. All the good stuff you'd expect in Alexandria, but we have some hidden gems as well to tell you about after this when our zip trip continues from Old Town. All right, it's bath time. We'll see you after this. Welcome back to today's Zip Trip, and our Zip Trip is coming to you from Old Town Alexandria. We are at Waterfront Park. Now, we've been covering the park part of that for a while now, showing you some of the green space, but you can't be a waterfront park without talking about the water itself. And we're in a beautiful park right along the Potomac River. I mean, look, the marina is right behind us. You've got some great restaurants over here in the background, right at the end of King Street, where it comes down in Old Town Alexandria. The whole Potomac River is off to our left here as you look across to Southeast D.C. and over toward National Harbor, which is right over that way across the bridge. So we're in an absolutely fantastic location of Old Town Alexandria. If you've not been here in a while, don't wait any longer. Come down and explore. But what do you do when you get here? You know, there's the great shops and restaurants at the end of King Street. That's a pedestrian street. It's absolutely perfect. But there's more to it than that. So we decided to do a little research to help you out. Here are today's 5 must-stops.
Number 5, Fort Ward. Plan your trip to the museum and historic site for yourself or your family. This stop, part of the America's 250 full year of 19th century objects. Take a tour through the exhibits and learn about engineering and more at this interpretive site. Number 4, Delray Pop-Up Bar. This rotating theme bar is the place to go with your friends. Channel your favorite college bar at the Dive's current theme. Try a Mountain Dew marg or pick up a mystery can or just enjoy the decorated bar and hang out like old times. Number 3, the Tall Ship Providence. Heed the call and come to the sea, or rather the dock at this stop. This living history ship will take you back in time. The boat also includes fun times for friends at the Pier Bar. Take a tour or enjoy the views at this stop along Old Town's waterfront. Number 2, Friends to Lovers Bookstore. Find your next obsession here when you browse the aisles. This romance-only stop will get you out of your reading slump. Pick up some merch, too, for yourself or your friends. You'll rave about the books you find here. And number 1, AR Workshop Alexandria. Ignite your creative spirit at this family-friendly stop. Create crafts for your home or for your next gift. Pick out your next project, from candles to totes to pillows and more. There are memories to be made here.
Very fun 5 must stops here out in Alexandria for our zip trip, and we're having fun. Hey, good morning. How are you doing today? He's fantastic. Okay, I wanted to talk to a few people here out in Alexandria. I've got to know a bunch of fun people. Why don't you tell us what you're with? This is Dawood. Good morning.
Good morning, y'all. I'm Dawood Murray with All American Barbershop. I just want to tell y'all, man, Alexandria is one of the most greatest areas. You can smell the air, you can feel the air, you can feel the people and the love, right? And when they say Virginians for lovers, they not lying. So look, I'm right here at All American Barbershop, right here on 1106 Queen Street. So if you take a look at my QR code, if you might want to zoom in, you can check me out right here. And my hours are from Monday through Saturday from 10 to 7. And so I'm young proprietor in here trying to make it. That's what's up.
There you go. We love it. You can get yourself a fresh cut. So thank you so much, Dawood, for coming out.
Hey, look, and don't take this for me. You know what I'm saying? This is for me. This is me right here. You know
think you can fix me up?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we can get you too. We love to have you on set. Love it how you on set. Hey, look, thank you. I got to be at work in 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. He is fresh and he is ready.
Yeah. Hey, All American Barbershop. Thank y'all for supporting, man. Fox 5, number 1.
Fox 5, number 1. Thanks for coming out to the Zip Trip. Hello, everybody. What's up? What's your name? Why are you coming out here today?
50th birthday, Sunday.
Birthday. What's your name?
Nisi.
Oh, nice to meet you. Are you from the Alexandria area, or you're from
Old Town Greenbelt, Maryland.
Oh my gosh, how long have you lived in the area?
For years.
For years.
Yes.
That's fun. What do you like most about it?
Everything. Yes.
Have you ever been to a Zip Trip before?
Yes, 2024.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
A couple years ago. What made you come back?
50th birthday.
Yeah. Everybody say happy birthday. What's your name?
I'm a native Alexandrian. I'm Lucella Flaherty with the Zebra Press. And this is my doggie, KK.
Oh, hey, KK. You want to say hi to the Fox 5 people?
They were very kind. They brought her water, so thank you.
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
What did you come out to Alexandria today?
Oh, I come out to everything because we're a newspaper. We only report good news in Alexandria. The Zebra Press, good news in Alexandria.
Okay, how'd you come up with the name?
Well, you know, what's black and white and red all over? A newspaper or a sunburned zebra?
A sunburned zebra. Hey, I always get the question, where is it white with black stripes or black with white stripes? We'll never know the answer. Good morning, ladies. What's your name?
Lois from Washington, D.C.
Oh, you came out to Alexandria here for some fun?
Yes, I did.
Who were you most excited to see, Steve Taylor or me?
Both. Everybody.
Everybody equally. Ooh. Annie Mae. What's your favorite thing about coming out to Zip Trip?
Oh, I just enjoy the people and the food and just everything.
Hey, DJ Rattlesnake, what's up? Come on, man. Hey, he comes out and he gets a better round of applause than I do out here. Come on now. Hey, are you sad your man Tucker isn't here today?
Yeah, I miss my man. Please make sure y'all send him out here next week. Make sure he out here next week.
Hey, come on. Tucker's on vacay. We have a fun spot here today. There you go. Hey, we got to get PTO too, let me tell you. Okay, guys, you have fun. Your birthday too? You have your birthday's the 20th?
Yeah, I'll be 50 now.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I can't wait to dance with you.
Okay, guys, let's get one more final round of applause for our Zip Trip. out here. It is so much fun here on the Virginia side of things. We were saying Virginia's for lovers, but we also visit D.C. We also visit Maryland. We're just getting things kicked off here for the summer. So we are going to have fun all summer long, especially here in Alexandria. That's what we got. We'll see you after a quick break.
I'm Ava.
Show them off, learn more about the process. This is Aaron, who is joining us now with the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria, which is celebrating what anniversary now?
80 years.
That's
80
unbelievable.
Years. Yes, we are the second oldest nonprofit in the city of Alexandria. So.
This is great. So 80 years you've been working on this one, not you personally, but you know the organization has been around. But before we meet these handsome and lovely folks, tell me a little bit about the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria.
Yeah, so we're the city shelter for the city of Alexandria. We provide, we find homes for animals that are in need, but we also have a lot of pet retention programs that help keep animals in their homes. So we run a pet food pantry, we do spay and neuter vouchers, all kinds of stuff. So we really are a holistic pet care retention agency.
Which is great. All right, who do we have here today? Because this one right here, I can already tell he's a leaner, right?
He is. This is Bart. So Bart came to us from one of our rural rescue partners. We're able to transfer in some dogs from other places that don't have the resources we do. Bart is 3 years old. He's a big, goofy guy. That pretty much sums it up.
He's like so chill, though. Right?
Yeah, he's a very good guy. He likes to lean into you. He is over 60 pounds, so you got to be prepared.
Yeah.
But
big, but he seems like he'd be pretty much good for anybody, right?
Oh yeah, he's a good, happy guy. I mean, he's big, so maybe small children, could be like bowling pins. But other than that,
we're gonna swap you out. Mark, bring in your friend over here if you would. Who do we have here?
This is Miss Sissy. Sissy is a 1-year-old dog. She came to us again from a rural rescue partner. She came to us with 10 puppies. Her puppies have all found homes, but she hasn't. She hasn't. She's been with us since April, and so
Sissy, turn around.
Sissy, you gotta show them the face.
Here, Sissy, come over here. There you go. Let's see how pretty you are.
Yes.
So all the puppies got adopted, but not the mama.
Yes, she had a very big litter. She took excellent care of them. They were very healthy puppies. They were all adopted, but she's taken a little bit longer, and we're not sure why, because she's lovely. She gets along with other dogs.
Yeah.
Her foster says she's so intelligent, confident girl, loves to play.
Oh, that's great. So these two are available now.
Yes.
And obviously we have some others, right? So
Yes.
what's the best way? Oh, she just wants to be part of the crowd. This is what we're talking about here. So how can people find out, who's available, what you have, and if people want to try to pick out their forever companion, what's the best thing for them to
best
do?
thing, visit us during our adoption hours. Start at noon every day. We're here in Alexandria. The other thing is they can visit our website. It's alexandriaanimals.org /adopt.
Okay.
And they can find all of our animals. We have a ton of cats and kittens right now, too.
Okay.
So if someone's looking to add to their family, now's the perfect time.
And you mentioned you're a partner agency, so I'm assuming that you're getting more cats and dogs in all the time, right?
Yes, so we're an open admission, so we take in any animals in the city of Alexandria that need our help, but we also, when we have space, we transfer in from under-resourced areas in West Virginia, Southwest Virginia, so shelters that aren't no-kill and need help finding placement for their animals.
So, and if people are interested, is it the kind of thing, can they take them home that day? Is there like a trial period? How does it work with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, if they're spayed, neutered, and ready to go, they can certainly take the animal home that day. We do have options for fostering, so if someone's kind of unsure if they're ready for the commitment, we encourage them to sign up to be a foster, and if they fall in love with their foster, they're definitely encouraged to adopt.
There you go, which is perfect. All right, last thing and most important, where can folks find you if they want to come down starting at noon?
We're at 4101 Eisenhower Avenue, so like 10 minutes from here, not far at all.
Super easy, not far from Old Town at all. These two are absolutely fantastic. I love the temperament, especially in the sun and the heat, because I'm probably more cranky.
It's getting a little warm.
I'm more cranky than the dogs are right now because of the heat. They're doing better than we are. Thank you, guys. We wish you the absolute best. Congrats on 80 years. Let's get these to a forever home. They are so super sweet, especially the mama of 10, who wants to be in a loving home for a very, very long time. More from Old Town Alexandria on today's Zip Trip coming up. We'll be here for another 90 minutes. Come see us. We're here till 11.
it is time for one of my favorite segments of the entire morning. We're talking about First Responder Friday, and this is the first Friday I've been able to do it during Zip Trip season so far. So once again, we are in Alexandria, Virginia. So of course, this morning we are honoring the police department and also the fire department. So we're going to head to you guys first. The police department, we're going to talk a little bit about, summer safety, everything you guys have going on. So let's first start. Please introduce yourself.
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. Tina Laguna, Assistant Chief with Alexandria PD. So for our summer safety tips, of course, we are saying, number one, make sure you lock your car. Just because you don't think there's anything in there valuable, other people do, so please lock it. And then also for our cyclists, our folks on mopeds and our walkers, we have a summer campaign, See and Be Seen. If you follow us on social media, you'll see some pointers on safety for both you and also for our drivers, so we're making sure that we see everybody out there.
All right, thank you so much. And any kind of, are you looking at recruitment down the road? What do you have going on?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So join AlexandriaPDVA.com. Again, we've got our recruits back here. They're about to start an academy, but we would love to have you. If you have the moral courage, again, to come and serve others, we are absolutely looking forward to having you there at the PD. So again, come on down to Alexandria PD. Love to have a conversation with you.
I commend you on wearing your outfit. You're wearing your uniforms right now because it is hot right here. You guys have been standing here for like 15 minutes, maybe a half hour at this point. So thank you so much for coming out here. All right, we're going to talk with the fire department now. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Danny McCoy. I'm the Assistant Chief of the Alexandria City Fire Department.
All right, let's talk summer safety. You guys, I'm not going to go into details, but you have had several incidents right around here, not at our Zip Trip, but around here. It happened this morning. So I thought it was all, you showing off, but you legit are very, very busy.
Yeah, Engine 205 and Ambulance 207 are here today, and there's within about a block of this event, there have been 3 emergencies, a medical emergency and 2 fire-related emergencies. All are being mitigated. No, there is no emergency right now that we're not attending to. But
that goes to show you summer safety. Let's get into that.
So summer safety. So similar to what the chief said, you really want to be aware of your surroundings, right? The Old Town area and throughout the city, the streets become congested. Scooters, bikes, lots of people. You want to be on the lookout for them. And then pedestrians, right? You need to be aware when you're walking and out pedestrian crosswalks because vehicles may be distracted. Summer safety. We're here on the waterfront. There's always a message to no swimming in the Potomac. If you're around the waterway, you want to be mindful of children and the activities, right? We want to enjoy the waterway. We want to enjoy recreationally, paddleboards, kayaks, other things like that. But remember, in this area, storms do pop up quickly, and that you should be aware of what the weather forecast is. Most importantly, if there is an emergency and you're out along the waterway, you need to be able to relay to 911 where you are, what location you are. So landmarks and streets are great for us. Addresses are great, but more, even better than that is the caller saying, hey, I'm right here. That's where the emergency is.
All great tips, especially since, it's been a while since we've been in the summer season, a whole year almost. So it's always great to know, especially if you don't live near the water, you always want to know about water safety. All right, please introduce yourself. Let's talk about recruitment.
Okay. Hello, I'm Leslie Palucha. I'm the Community Outreach with the Alexandria Fire Department. We're always looking for wonderful people to come join us in the Alexandria Fire Department. You have to be 18, high school diploma, driver's license. We look for no felonies. Everyone's welcome. Please join us. We're always looking for wonderful people, and I also do the community outreach. Remember to check your smoke detectors once a month, and also we'll be partnering with the Red Cross on July 28th. We're going to be going around the Patrick Henry area, knocking on homes, making sure you have working smoke alarms. If you don't, we'll be adding them for free. And if you don't need one, we'll also give you information to keep you safer. And also look out for the Community Fall Academy for the Alexandria Fire Department. We're looking to host you.
All right, thank you so much. You guys have been so hard at work, and I promise we're almost done, so you don't have to stand in the seat anymore. But to stay hydrated, we do have some digital gift cards for you guys to Dunkin', and we're going to get them to all of you. And thank you so much for your work and your service. So that's First Responder Friday. It looks like we're going to send things over to Caesar now in the studio for a check on that hot forecast. Caesar?
Well, Taylor, you said it right there, right? Temperatures are quickly now back into the 70s. You can see Dulles International at 77, BWI at 78. We're still even seeing 74 over at Reagan National. But for the most part, we do have some thin high clouds. Not really going to disrupt a lot of it. It looks mostly sunny out there. As you can see, Taylor still has the sunglasses on, even though a lot of the airports are reporting cloudier conditions. Again, very high up, not really blocking a lot of the sun, but it is keeping our temperatures slightly a bit capped. But But for the most part, you can see that temperatures right now are, later on today are expected to get it back up into the 90s. So we are going in store for a hot one. But then as we head in towards the second half, going towards the second half of the weekend, you can see that things do start to get a little bit on the showery side and even a few rumbles of thunder towards the evening and overnight hours. So something to keep in mind if you have late night plans. Then by the time we get to Sunday, things do dry on out. Temperatures are still expected to be on the hot side of things, but then as we head in towards Monday and Tuesday, things cool down before they get back into the upper 80s and low 90s. I'll send it out to Steve at our Zip Trip.
We are at the Zip Trip, obviously in Old Town Alexandria. I found a little bit of shade, and most importantly, I found some great music and a good friend, because this is Jamel, otherwise known as DJ One Love, and he is no stranger at all to the Old Town neighborhood. No. You're down here all the time, aren't you? All the time. So what do you got coming up? You have a big festival in a couple of weeks, right?
Oh, yes. Next week, we have the Alexandria Jazz Festival. It's 3 days, June 12th, 13th, and 14th, and on the 14th, I'll be the host. That'll be from noon to 6 o'clock, and we have Jordan Pearls, Orquesta, Manplisa, and the Future Band, along with me DJing and me hosting. So it's going to be a blast. It's family friendly, open to everybody. It's going to be thousands of people here.
This is great. So you're totally familiar with this neighborhood. You do events all over DC. You do events all over the country.
All over the country, yeah.
What do you think is really cool about this part of Old Town, aside from the view, which is not a bad place to work?
The energy is amazing. The diversity is amazing. The history, the aura, all about it. The exhibits, the torpedo factory, the shots and everything. It's a great place to come and chill out. It's a great place to come and have fun with family and friends, to eat and everything. It's just spectacular.
Any place you can get the art scene to mix with the food scene to mix with the music scene. That sounds like a
perfect mix.
Pretty good mix.
That's one heck of a cocktail.
Speaking of mixing, what's your specialty here? What is it that you love to play?
Old school, R&B, funk, go-go, jazz, rock and roll, all the classic stuff. I like a lot of new things too, but I love the classics. So I'm a 60s baby, so all the old school stuff. You
know what's going to get somebody out there.
Exactly.
Moving and enjoying.
And it always works. Earth, Wind and Fire. Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, all the great. September they're gonna go nuts. I was just playing some Bruce Springsteen earlier. Wham, all of that.
Go with all the classics. What do you get as a DJ when you see the crowd responding to what it is that you're doing? What does that do for you?
Motivates me to motivate them. I feed off of their energy. If they give me energy, I'm going to give them a great show.
All right. We want to get you guys, what song do you want to hear? And then we'll work on it for the next break.
DJ Cool and Take Two.
Oh, okay.
Take Two, DJ Cool.
All right. We'll see what we can do on that. Dagger Rattlesnake. We'll get that queued up. And most importantly, if folks want to find you for a gig or otherwise or an event,
go to the Love Lounge. Love is spelled L-U-V, so the TheLuvLounge.com.
All right, there you go. You got the info. Thank you, my friend. We're going to keep the music going, and by we, I mean him. We'll keep the crowd energized, and we will be back with
Shout out to Prince and Michael Jackson.
Old Town, Alexandria.
class. We got a little arts and culture. We got a little yoga going on behind us. So tell us about what you guys do.
Well, we've got a studio not too far from here, just a few blocks down the road here from the waterfront. And we teach yoga, and we have an art gallery and a wonderful, wonderful community.
Wow, so is that why it's arts and culture?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Art with yoga, too.
Yeah,
That's so fun. What made you start your business out here in Alexandria?
I always started 14 years ago, so I've been teaching for more years than I care to remember. But I started off small and just went to different places to teach, and then it was like inevitably I had to have my own studio. So I've been around in Old Town for like 14 years now.
What do you love the most about the community?
I just want to say a huge thank you to the community for supporting the yoga studio. I mean, through the pandemic and through all the hard times, it's been wonderful to have everybody so supportive and so keen to keep coming to classes, so I'm just really happy about everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure it's really awesome too. Yoga is just so relaxing. It's just so easy too to do that when it comes to the community. So when we come to a class, is this basically what we'll have? How many different classes do you have? Levels, different types of yoga?
Yeah, lots of different types of yoga. And do you practice?
I don't, and so I would probably be maybe more of like a beginner.
Yes, so it's not easy. I wouldn't say it was easy. It can be relaxing, but it's more a body and mind practice. So it's very unique in that aspect. It allows you to be very mindful about what you're doing, how you're doing, how you act, how you react.
Yeah.
So although the physical postures are really, really important, there's a mind aspect to it, which is somewhat more important.
Do you think those are the skills that kind of doing yoga teaches? Basically just to be more relaxed, be more mindful, even though it obviously is the physical kind of things too.
It's not so much about being more relaxed, it's about being more at peace in yourself and how you react to everything, you know? How you act and how you react. That's the important
I love it. Okay,
aspect.
I'm gonna hop in. You gotta tell
why
me.
not?
You gotta tell me what I need to do right.
Just
okay,
do what they're doing there. Like Bronwyn's teaching you here very well.
Okay, while I'm doing some yoga, why don't you do you guys have indoor classes? Do you have outdoor classes? Is it at your studio?
Oh, it's all indoors. It's very hot, right?
Uh-huh.
You do a few planks and a few push-ups and it'll be like, no, outdoor yoga is not so much fun.
Yeah, I feel like hot yoga is crazy, like outside today. Oh, look at me, I feel like this is good. How is my
You're
stance?
a natural.
How is my posture?
You're a natural.
Good?
You're looking good.
Ladies, you having fun? Bring it back.
Reach for the sun.
Separate your feet hip width apart. Okay. Look at that.
We got other people joining in. Lovely.
Look, everybody's doing it too. Right? I got to stretch. The hammies, man. So why don't you tell us one more time where we can find a little bit more information if we want to come out to your yoga studio, where you guys are located?
532 Yoga. We're on Old Town North. So it's Madison Place, 500 Montgomery Street. And we are at the back of the building in a little garden area with lots and lots of light. And it's a beautiful, beautiful space.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I feel
thank
a little bit more at peace. Thank you so much. All right. Well, from Alexandria, there we go. Here's my last pose. I'm like, oh, I'm still working on this part. Back to you.
This should be this is your last pose. This one, look.
No,
this
I can barely even touch my toes, man.
They got their workout on, which is a great thing. And Taylor, we're going to get our food on.
Let's do it.
Which is, I think, an even better thing, because we're joined from the team from Taqueria Picoso, which is right down the road in Alexandria. And this is Elio, this is Tom, this is Isaac, and this is all their amazing food, which is great. But first of all, Taqueria Picoso. Picoso means?
Spicy.
Spicy. Not everything is spicy. Everything has flame.
Yeah. We have salsa separate, so you can decide if you want it spicy or not.
I love that. Tom, tell me about the concept behind it and what you wanted to do with this whole operation.
So the idea was to bring authentic Mexican food to Alexandria. And so 9 years ago, I went down to Mexico City and I found Elio and Isaac and convinced them to actually, crazy idea to come to Alexandria and open an authentic Mexican restaurant. So we opened 6 weeks before COVID.
Oh my gosh.
In January of 2020.
Great timing, right?
It was terrible timing. Not that we planned it that way, but who knew? No one knew.
It's amazing. And for you then, you come up here and you hit the lottery because you're right on the water. And I mean, you got a beautiful area to be. Let's get into some of the food here because I know you want to be as authentic as possible, right, when it comes to the Mexican cuisine. Walk me through some of the tostadas that you have here.
Well, first of all, our tostadas are house-made. We made the masa. We bring the corn from Mexico City. We have a tortilla machine back there. So we're trying to do as authentic as we can. So I know that we can get the tostadas here in the supermarket where we're doing our own.
You're doing it
we like
hands-on so that you have it the way that you know it.
In this case, we're using blue corn from Oaxaca, Mexico. So that's the base of a good tortilla is the base of a good taco.
Got it. Makes sense. And what do we use for toppings here?
So for toppings here, we have, first of all, we have shrimp tostadas here. We have fresh tuna tostadas here and chicken tinga tostadas.
Taylor, I was saying earlier, those tuna tostadas for a nice hot day, that looks so refreshing.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
A day like today looks like fantastic. Is that one of your best sellers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the fortune to be streaming another TV show, and we streamed that particular item, and it was really popular.
Everybody's like, we gotta have this. We gotta do it. What do you love about being in Alexandria in the first place? Clearly, you're able to convince these guys to come here. Probably had to twist their arms, right? Come to Alexandria. It's such a beautiful place. But what do you love about it?
We love Old Town, the history. I mean, it's just a beautiful place right on the river. I mean, it can't get any better than this.
How are the chips?
Fantastic.
Didn't need to ask you with your mouth.
They're house-made too.
House-made. And what's the seasoning we put?
We use tahini powder.
Oh, a little tahini.
Yes.
Is that what's on the drinks over there?
Oh, we gotta ask you about this.
That's
First of all,
dying.
let's save the Tecate for a minute.
Yes.
The other drinks, I'm assuming we have some version of a margarita going on
Yes,
here?
we have mango margarita and strawberry and basil margarita.
Oh, I'm going to do the strawberry margarita.
Okay.
And then I'll finish it off with the Topo Chica.
Someone's got to do it, right?
Now, I want to know about this Tecate or the Topo Chico. I am very familiar with Tecate beer. I've done a little research over the years.
Okay.
So I'm very familiar with that. But I am not familiar with all this that we have going on. Tell me about this.
That's a popular thing in Mexico City. We call it cerillo, which means match. When you
It's like the head of a match.
the head of the match
This is the
because it
This is the head of the match.
So basically, we're using chamoy, which is tamarind paste with chili powder and sugar.
Okay.
So and we add more chili powder to it. So the idea is just to lick it and start drinking it.
So then you get
Really
the
good.
flavor. So we're not putting anything in the beer. The flavor is on and around.
Yeah.
Do I put the lime in or do I?
You can squeeze the lime
squeeze
inside.
a little bit of lime. We gotta try it. I've
Yeah.
never had this before. And then we're gonna get a little bit of flavor. I'm gonna pull this out for now.
I mean-
Later, I'm just gonna dunk it in there later as soon as I get some out of there.
Don't worry, you're gonna get dirty.
I've never had anything like that before. That's completely different. But the chili powder on there,
It works.
Yeah.
that's amazing. It adds a sweetness to the beer itself. It combines perfectly. I learned something new today.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing on this margarita.
I absolutely love it. Where can folks find you if they want to come down and experience all this magical goodness?
We're on the west end of Alexandria, so off Seminary Road and 395.
Please go check them out. There's the information right there on Beauregard Street and the website. If you'd like to look at more delicious food photos and just get even more hungry, pick out your menu items before you get there. Do you serve this at the restaurant?
Yes, sir.
All right, come try it. This is amazing. I've never had it before. Only on a Zip Trip. We'll see you with more coming up after this. Cheers, Taylor.
Cheers.
And welcome back. The comedic franchise returns to theaters as a thriller adaptation starts streaming. So here's a look at this weekend's new releases. All bets are off as the Wayans brothers slash into the horror hits in Scary Movie 6.
We back.
Classic parody franchise Scary Movie returns with the Wayans brothers' irreverent, non-stop, no-holds-barred humor.
I've felt the love for all these years, so to be able to come back and hug the Wayans brothers and to thank them and to feel the excitement, I feel like I'm a part of a superhero movie.
By the power of Grayskull, He-Man gets his big screen adventure with Masters of the Universe, starring Nicholas Galitzine as Prince Adam, leading a team taking on Skeletor to save Eternia.
Don't look down.
Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas sing to the comedic tune of Power Ballad about a wedding singer and a former boy bander who pen a great song, which the latter turns into a hit, taking all the credit.
You ever feel bad doing what you do?
Samara Weaving and Kyle Gallner star in the romantic crime thriller Carolina Caroline, following a woman who leaves her small Texas town when she falls in love with a con man, leading them on a bank-robbing road trip.
There is someone I like. It's my boss.
Netflix adds the rom-com Office Romance with Jennifer Lopez and Brett Goldstein about an airline CEO with a strict work ethic who breaks her own rules when she starts dating her company's new lawyer.
What is your worst fear?
Apple TV welcomes audiences back to the psychological twists and turns of Cape Fear, a series retelling an ex-con, Max Cady, seeking revenge against the lawyers who put him in jail. Javier Bardem, Amy Adams, and Patrick Wilson star.
We did what we thought was right.
Executive producers include Martin Scorsese, who directed the 1991 movie, and Steven Spielberg. Yeah. We're just having too much fun out here. And it's because we didn't know we were all, if you're supposed to wear orange today to anybody watching, by the way. That is the color of the day.
Friday, yes.
Or peach and pink, all part of the family, yes.
You know, I think out of all of those movies, the Scary Movie is probably the one I would see.
No.
Really?
The soonest.
I want to see the one with J-Lo and Brett Goldstein.
Yeah,
romance.
I would do
think
that one
that's
too.
cute.
Romance comedy. What about you, Jacqueline?
I don't know. I'm just still trying to get on the schedule to go see Devil Wears Prada.
There you go,
Yes.
Michael.
So my backlog,
One thing at a time. I got a
Michael will
backlog.
start streaming next Tuesday.
Good to know.
Already.
Okay. I love the comfort of my couch. So that's good
because
to know.
I've yet to see that as well. So it's like, I'll go to the schedule with you. But I love a good rom-com. I'm like a sucker for that.
Okay, we got plenty of choices. Also, just in time to celebrate America's 250th birthday, a new Dr. Seuss book is hitting shelves. I need some green eggs and ham right now. Seeing the 50 United States, featuring the Cat in the Hat, teaching kids about U.S. geography. The book is based on a rediscovered manuscript and illustrations completed in Dr. Seuss's style. The release also including a music video designed to help children learn all 50 states and where they are located.
Cute.
You know, great idea.
I learned the 50 states via a song. Now, I won't remember the song, but it was like 50 nifty United States and the 13 original colonies.
Never heard this.
Shut 'em, tell all about them. And then
I feel robbed.
And then you would go through them, but I only remember the beginning.
You remember enough.
It did what it needed to do at the time. Yeah.
But
I
it's a great way to learn, and then ideally, you learn it through life because it's just like, yeah.
Okay.
So I like
didn't
this
know you
Dr.
could
Seuss
sing,
teaching.
Julie. That's what I took
no.
away from that.
No, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Well, coming up, speaking of music and fun, we're going to head back out to Alexandria, Virginia to check out Steve, Annie Mae Taylor, all of our Zippies on today's Zip Trip. Stay with us.
The must-see moments only on Good Day at 10A. Our epic live show from Alexandria continues. Steve, Annie Mae, and Taylor have so much more ahead in our Fox 5 Zip Trip. Plus, a surprise from the Queen of Pop herself, Madonna, turning New York City's Times Square into a club for a surprise concert. Ooh, where was I? I wish I was there. Plus, another gift beyond some new music from Taylor Swift, a vintage home movie as her new single for Toy Story 5 dropped today. And next stop, Baltimore. Dave Chappelle and Lauryn Hill heading to the Charm City. All the details about the when, the where, what you need to know, how to get your hands on some of those tickets. Let's do this DMV on this Friday. Roll that open. Good Day at 10A starts right now. Well, good day, D.C., Maryland, Northern Virginia, 10 a.m. on this Zip Trip Friday. Thanks so much for joining us. We are so glad to have you here. We're going to get to our final hour of the Zip Trip first, but I do got to shout out Guy, seeing his ladies over here, and we decided to match us
All right,
this
full
morning.
disclosure, I woke up, obviously I turned on Fox 5, and I'm like, oh my God, they're all colorful. I'm putting this colorful suit on.
Orange suit. Yes, we're so
Let's
glad you
do it.
did.
You said today was the day if you're
Today
ever
is
going to
the
wear
day.
it.
Yeah.
We love it, guys.
That was
Thanks so
the
much.
I like that all the ladies were in sync. Of course, that was not planned, but that you just followed in line, Guy.
But of course.
We appreciate that.
Happy, I was going to say happy wife, happy life, but in this case, happy women, happy me.
Happy work life. Happy life.
There you go.
There we go. All right, let's get out to our friends at the Zip Trip in Alexandria this morning. Steve, Annie, Mae, Taylor, good morning. You guys are having fun. The crowd just keeps growing out there.
Yeah, the crowd's getting bigger, the energy's getting higher. This is great. First of all, I need Guy's suit. Guy's suit is absolutely crushing it. Second of all, I need you to temper things in the temperature department a little bit, Taylor.
Yeah, I'm a fan, everyone. Seriously. It's hot right here.
A little warm and sticky out here this
I know,
morning.
but we've been having fun.
This is so much fun. We got the Zippies here as always. They join us each and every time. We've got some great new friends that we're meeting here in Alexandria. Thank you guys for coming out today for the Zip Trip. Is it anybody's first Zip Trip, or have you guys all been first timers? I love that. That's what we like to see. We love everybody coming out. We love to see the crowds grow town to town, week to week.
I know we've got some newcomers. We've got some people that come every week. We got some people actually too that I was talking to earlier who haven't been for like 2 years, and now we're back.
Oh,
so it's so much fun. We've been having fun out.
Who wouldn't want to come down and hang out by the water, right?
It's been so nice. What do we have coming up, guys?
All right, I'm talking about some things happening over the next couple months here in Alexandria that everyone will hopefully want to come out to. So we'll talk about that, tourism, everything.
What do you have coming up?
Hey, I'm prepared this hour, Steve. I know we have a performance coming up. The Metropolitan School of the Arts is going to put on a very cool, like, Cirque-themed performance that we're going to see, again, right on the water.
Oh, very cool. So we're also going to do some trivia coming up with someone who, let's just say, knows how to be loud in this town. And for once, I'm not talking about you.
I was like, is it me? Are we teasing me?
We're not. But it's going to be somebody else coming up in just a few minutes. Obviously, more taste stops as we learn more about the great food and drink scene here in Old Town Alexandria. And then, coming up toward the end of the hour, a local resident who is an author, writes a lot of books about ghosts and bizarre things that are based on true stories here in Old Town, which goes back more than 250 years. So all that much more coming up from Old Town. Come down and see us if you can get here before 11 o'clock. We'd love to say hello.
All right, sounds like we got a good lineup out there this morning. Also, shout out to all those first-time Zippies out there today, this morning, all the people that are showing up for their first time. We'll check back in with them in just a moment, but let's look at what's trending here at 10A. The Queen of Pop, Madonna, turning Times Square into a nightclub to preview her new album that is kicking off Pride Month. Take a listen.
Come on, baby, on the dance floor. Come here, baby, I can give you much more tonight.
67-year-old has been a longtime advocate for the LGBTQIA plus community, and her latest album expected to be released on July 3rd. I mean, when you're Madonna, right, you go big or you go home. She goes to Times Square, right there in the middle, smack dab of it. And I mean, my goodness, I'm just always impressed by her.
Yeah, fabulous. And to kick off Pride, like the best way ever.
How many 67-year-olds do you know that are rocking a
No,
20-year-old
period.
crowd?
Yep.
Madonna?
Yep.
Wow.
I'll say what she's doing at 67 is it's inspiring to think that, you know, we can still do what we want to do, wear what we want to wear, and be fly doing it.
Absolutely. I hope she goes on a full-on tour, because sign me up.
Although I don't know that will any of us be wearing that at 67. I kind of hope
we are.
No, I'm kind of hoping not.
No, we will.
I hope I have the confidence of Madonna to wear that at 67
I say
as well.
just Madonna and Cher can pull that off at their age.
That's true.
You know,
we'll let them have it. All right, Taylor Swift heading to infinity and beyond, and back to her country roots as well. The superstar just released I Knew It, I Knew You, her original song for Toy Story 5. The song inspired by fan favorite cowgirl Jessie. Now, Swift also shared a childhood video of herself dressed as a cowgirl. Here's a preview.
And you tonight, I remembered I loved you. Came back when it mattered, I saw you standing there in the light of the window, wearing that same smile. Man, it's been a while, but I knew it, I knew you.
Now, Taylor says she was a Toy Story kid since the age of 5, so writing the song felt like coming home. And kind of cute that she actually had a video like this, where she kind of looks like Jessie from the Toy Story franchise. But if you listen to the lyrics of this song, it really kind of reflects what seems to be the perspective of Jessie, being like, I knew you as a kid, and now that she's maybe seeing them, you know, move on as the kid gets older. So there's a lot of speculation as well. That's a whole rabbit hole you don't want to go down in the Taylor Swiftie world right now. But I actually really love the song. Listened to it first thing this morning.
Did you?
Yeah. I tuned in and listened as well.
Yeah.
It's nice to see her going back to her country roots with it too. And it's a really cute song.
Yeah. That movie, by the way, Toy Story 4, made a little over $1 billion. Wow. This song might rival that, meaning on the level of acceptance. You know, I can definitely see that.
There you go. Look, the Toy Story franchise as a whole, I mean, people, how that movie makes me cry somehow in some way every time I watch it, it really does.
Yeah.
So it's a good one. I'm looking forward to that one coming up. Well, beloved Muppet Elmo causing some chaos in New York City. This is hilarious. It is following the Knicks-Spurs game this past Wednesday. So on social media, the Sesame Street character wished the Knicks and the Spurs well before tip-off. But basketball fans, or specifically Knicks fans, I'll say, are calling the Sesame Street resident out for riding the fence. The post was liked by 8 million users, but mostly angry Knicks fans responding. They could not believe that he was not backing New York, since that is where he is from. So basically, Elmo said, you know, I hope both teams do well, something in that sort. And all the New York fans were like, how dare you betray us, Elmo?
I would get that. I mean, it's your neighborhood, it's where you're from, it's the block you're on. You got to root for the hometown team. You can't just want everybody to do well. You got to pick a winner.
Yeah, no, Elmo's from New York. I was going to support the ambassador sportsmanship, but you're right. If you're from New York, you got to ride for the Knicks. Yeah.
What do you think? Giving Elmo some flack or no?
Yeah, no, I'm with you all. Come on, Elmo.
Yeah.
You got to probably put the words in there like son and done, the words that they use in New York in the slang world, if you will. I think it would be more accepting. But, you know, Elmo, do you?
Oh my goodness. It is so funny, though, to see how angry the internet is at poor little Elmo right here. All right, well, a shocking new clip of Post Malone performing on stage is now sparking some widespread concern among his fans. The troubling footage of the chart-topping singer has gone viral, showing him noticeably struggling mid-song, slumping to the ground to light a cigarette as well. He then walks to the edge of the stage, stands there blankly looking out to the crowd before spitting into the air. So a lot of fans kind of concerned about, you know, his mental state, what may have been happening to him in this moment, perhaps. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Have you all ever been to a Post Malone concert?
I have not.
I have. That's normal. It seems normal to me.
Really? That's standard?
I mean, that's his thing. He likes to, well, from what I've seen when I was there, and it was a great concert, by the way. Yeah, he's just kind of different and, you know, kind of as if in that drunken state. And that appears to be the case there. Hopefully he's well.
No need for alarm.
Yeah. Well, we defer to you because you seem to be the expert on that, because I've never been to a concert.
No, me neither.
All right, let's head out to Steve, checking in with him for our zip trip out in Alexandria this morning.
So listen, this is one of the great things about coming to a neighborhood like Old Town Alexandria is it is so rich in history, and you really need a tour guide to walk you through some of the history of the place. So we found one of the best that we could find. It's one of the best that you could find. This is Ben Fiore Walker, who is a town crier for Alexandria. We're going to find out more about what you do in a minute. We're going to put you to the test with some trivia questions in just a minute, so I hope you know your history. I do. But first of all, you have something for us. Sure. I'm going to let you take it away as a town crier. Oh, yeah!
home mistresses, most charming gentlemen, and all citizens of Washington, D.C. metro area within the sound of my voice. Be it known that we gather here to extol the virtues of our Alexandria town. For her abundance of family-friendly fun, she has much renown. Whether you want to come for an hour or for a day, whatever you decide to do, you'll enjoy your stay. Come see a fleet of historic tall ships, or sample tasty food that'll make you smack your lips. Have a craft beer at our own Port City, or take a leisurely stroll down cobblestone streets that are really quite pretty. So, as a town crier, I urge you to come to our fair city, for missing out on Alexandria experience would be such a pity. Alexandria has for you so much to offer, but rest assured that a zip trip here won't drain your coffer. God bless Alexandria and these United States.
Well done, well done,
Thank you.
done. Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much.
Thank
so
you.
how does one become a town crier? Was it just an interest in history that got you to this position?
It was a interest in history, and there was a competition, a cry-off, that I participated in, and I won.
Congratulations.
So, yeah.
There's so much great history here in Alexandria. I want to get to some of it through a little trivia that we will play with you, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. But I want to get right into it. Okay, so here we go. We'll see what you know. First of all, I think these are going to be pretty easy for him, but everybody at home, you can learn a little bit about Alexandria as well. Question 1, true or false? Alexandria is older than the United States.
That is true.
Do you want to give me the year?
1749.
Wow. So we predate the United States by 26 years,
Yes.
27 years.
Yeah.
27 years. Okay, fantastic. All right, question number 2. Which president called Alexandria an adopted hometown? I'm going to give the viewers the options. Was it Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, or Abraham Lincoln?
It was George Washington.
It was George Washington. He lived not that far down the road,
All right, down Burton, yep.
All right, question number 3. This is an interesting one. True or false, was Alexandria ever part of Washington, D.C.?
That would be true.
It is true, isn't it? I think a lot of people didn't realize that. There's still a boundary stone here, right?
There are, yeah.
Which is fantastic.
It's the part of the diamond that makes the rest of it the full diamond.
Question number 4. Alexandria's largest art gallery, which is right there, was once a factory that made torpedoes, airplanes, or boats along the water.
Torpedoes.
That is true. The Torpedo Factory is an art museum. There you see it. It's right down the street from where we are. We can see it from here. And question number 5, we're going to go modern day. Which rock star went to high school in Alexandria and named a song after the city's Arlandria neighborhood? Was it Mick Jagger, Bruce Springsteen, or Dave Grohl from Nirvana and the Foo Fighters?
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl is an Alexandrian native.
He is.
And you know what? He still comes back and he still loves Alexandria and he still loves Northern Virginia. Ben, it has been such a pleasure talking with you. I'm assuming folks can see you at a lot of events around Old Town.
Yes, I'll be at Alexandria City High School graduation tomorrow.
Fantastic. You did a great job with the
Thank you, sir.
crying. Can we, do you call it crying?
Crying. Yes.
But this is more crying.
Crying.
Thank you, Ben. It's a pleasure chatting with you today. All right, more from our Zip Trip coming up in just a few minutes.
pocket full of honey and
Welcome back out to Alexandria once again for a very fun zip trip we have this Friday. Sarah's joining us from the Metropolitan School of the Arts, and we have a beautiful cast of women behind us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the show you guys have coming up? It's called Cirque, right?
It's called Cirque, and we are featuring about 600 plus students.
Wow.
And its story is about a young child who discovers the magic of the circus.
Aww.
We're going to show a diverse group of talent. We do ballet, tap, jazz, contemporary, you name it, music theater, and blend it all into one story.
Okay, so how long have they been working to prepare for this show?
A long time is the short answer. We start classes in September, but we start working on this show in particular for the students in February, but obviously the creative team, we start in July, so it's a whole year.
Oh, wow. So throughout the year, are you just taking dance classes in addition to preparing for this show to work on technique and stuff leading up to it?
Exactly right. They are working on curriculum, they're working on their technique, their stamina, their flexibility, everything you think of in a performance arts class. And then in February, we kind of shift gears and start working on what they're going to perform here.
Okay, so is this a specific age group? Do we have kind of older women? Do you also teach younger as well?
We do. Ages 3 through 18 will be in the show.
Okay.
So our little ones all the way to our seniors.
So do you guys offer classes, obviously, in addition to this here in the Alexandria area?
We do. We are located pretty close to here, actually, and we offer everything from ages 3 actually up. So we've got an adult program as well, and everything you can think of in performing arts, private music lessons, fitness classes. We're trying to get our community to move and celebrate the, performing arts.
All right, one final question before we kick them off. What made you guys decide on Cirque? What was the reason you were kind of drawn to that?
So we don't like to put on a recital. We like to put on a production.
Yeah.
And we choose a theme every year. And the traditional circus, Big Top, was great, but we wanted to kind of expand and do a little more contemporary take on it. So we were inspired to create different worlds and really spark innovation and creativity, not only with the students, but also with the creative team.
All right, should we let them take it away?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All that hard work. We're going to see a little bit of it right now. Let's go.
Put a body close the mind down, stitch your seam across the eye. If you can be good, you live forever. If you're bad, you'll die when you die. Hearing only one true note on the one and only sound. Unzip my body, take my heart out, 'cause I need a beat to give this through. And if I need a rhythm, I'm gonna beat to my heart and listen. If it don't put me too far wrong. Everybody's fine with me, nobody paying no mind to me. Finger in position all sweet, a little flash photography, taking a picture of you, taking a picture of me, taking a picture. Random and a bang, bang, flash, bang, bing, bang, bing, bong, bing, bong, 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 bong. With a hammer, bang, bang, flash, bang, press, bang, bang, bong, bing, bong.
Okay, this is an awesome performance. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the style that you would say that they're doing right now?
So the world is changing, and it's kind of meshing a lot. I'd say it's contemporary jazz music theater, all in one.
Wow! Oh my gosh, a combination of all those. Sarah, this was a fantastic performance. If we want to come out and we want to see all the hard work that you guys have put in, where can we find more information? When can we come out and actually see the show?
Great. So the show is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, June 18th through 21st. We've got 6 shows throughout that time, and you can visit our website, metropolitanarts.org, to buy tickets.
All right, ladies, congratulations. That was amazing. I love that. Again, that's where you can find more information. We'll put all of that up there on the screen for you. But Alexandria is coming up and coming out. Let's go.
Thank you.
We love it. Sarah, ladies, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
It's
breezy.
Welcome back to Alexandria, Virginia, and we're talking about another great segment we have coming up right now. We're talking about tourism and all the fantastic events that Visit Alexandria has coming up this summer. So for that, I want to bring in the Director of Communications from Visit Alexandria. We have Andrew Postal joining us this morning to talk a little bit about, I don't even know if we can get in all the events in just this little segment we're doing, but Andrew, good morning to you. Let's talk about some of the events. Obviously, we have America's big birthday, we have the World Cup, we have all that, so let's get into the details.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's really never been a better time to come to Alexandria. You know, we're going to have a good blockbuster summer with those two major events converging here on Saturday, tomorrow from 5 to 8 right here at Waterfront Park. The city's hosting the Flavors and Sounds of Croatia to celebrate Team Croatia. It's establishing their team base camp here in Alexandria. Next weekend, right here as well on the waterfront, Alexandria will be hosting Sails on the Potomac featuring 4 tall ships. It's going to be the largest 250 event in Northern Virginia and the only Sail 250 affiliated event here in the DC region. So really encourage folks to come out as well as just experience the city or independent restaurants, shops, etc. So there's just so much going on.
My goodness, I know. I mean, you already have so much going on, especially every single weekend, but add some major events this year, it's going to be a fantastic summer.
Yes, yes.
Anything else going on?
Yeah, well, you know, after June into July, Alexandria, as we learned, is older than the United States itself. So on July 11th, there'll be birthday and USA birthday fireworks at Orinoco Park in the evening. And then later in the summer, still a great time to visit. It's a real high-value destination with Alexandria Restaurant Week later in August, and then sidewalk sale, so many other good things happening. So it's really, there's never been a better time.
And Alexandria is so incredible in the way that there's so many different sections of it, right? You have right here, you have the Old Town area, you have the water right there, you have the Potomac, and then you also have Del Rey. Any other places that you can say are like hot spots to go to right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's one thing I love about Alexandria. It's historic but not static. There's always something kind of changing and moving. We have a great brewery scene out in the west end of our city, the Cidery and Carlisle neighborhood, and then just, you know, all the different restaurants, global cuisines. So there's really something for everybody here.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's a whole weekend that you can come and just like indulge on Alexandria, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's super easy to get here. We have an Amtrak stop on the metro nearby all the 3 major airports. So it's really a great place to make your home base this summer.
Yeah, that's right. Work and play. That's how you do it, right?
Exactly.
All right, where can folks find out more information?
Yeah, sure. Folks go to visitalexandria.com. You can learn more about these events and so much more. So really encourage folks to check it out.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Anyway, we also have to talk about the forecast right now just because it's a hot one for sure. So the 7-day forecast, we pop that up. There we go. 90s all the way through the weekend. It is going to turn more humid. I feel like it already has out here too. So make sure you stay hydrated, stay cool out there all the way through the weekend. Best chance we get some storms Saturday night into Sunday, and then we'll kind of level out a little bit with the temperatures by early next week. We'll see you right after the break.
All right. All right, welcome back to today's Zip Trip. We're in Old Town Alexandria. This is one of my favorite things about Zip Trips. It's not just getting immersed in the community, but meeting some of the people that make this community great. It is time for our junior reporter segment, and today our junior reporter is an absolutely fascinating and super, super nice and chill young man. This is Craig Franklin Smith, Jr. Craig, how are you, man? It's good to see you.
Good. So nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming in today. So Craig is homeschooled, but you've been in Alexandria. You live in Alexandria.
Sir.
What do you like about Alexandria?
Oh, it's beautiful. You got Old Town. You have the city of Alexandria. We have so many nice things, especially the old homes and all the historical factors. It just makes this its own piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
You, I can already tell that you probably read a lot. You probably do a lot of research because this guy is fascinating. And just like me, you're a big sports fan too.
Of course.
All right. So who's going to win, Knicks or Spurs?
Spurs.
Okay. There you go. You heard it there. Wemby for the win.
Yes, sir.
And how about football? You're a big fan of?
The Commanders.
How are your thoughts on Jaden this year?
We're going to come back. Super Bowl. We're going to beat the Eagles.
I love it. So we got a sports fan, we got a history fan, and let's just throw cooking into the mix as well. When did you start cooking? What do you love about it?
I started cooking at the age of 10 years old, just slowly building up, and then I love cooking pasta. I love cooking meats, fish, wings, all of it. Eventually I want to be my own private chef, but we're just working on it for right now.
So do you watch a lot of YouTube videos? You watch a lot of competition shows on TV? Where do you get the inspiration from?
My inspiration, Gordon Ramsay. I just like this simplicity of his dishes, and there's a lot more things that people don't notice in the kitchens that they don't know.
You're already picking up on the details. I can tell that.
Yes,
but
sir.
The simple but quality, right?
Yes.
You gotta make it good. You said you just finished watching Hell's Kitchen too,
yes,
right?
Sir.
I love that. I love that you're all in on it. You never know. Could be a food show in your future, right?
Thank you.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hand you the microphone. I'm gonna let you play reporter for the next couple of minutes.
Okay.
And if there's any questions you want to ask me, go ahead and fire away.
Okay. Where did you grow up, and how did you get into reporting?
So I grew up in a very, very small town, about an hour north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, right on the Ohio border. And I literally had I lived next to a farm, like a 3-acre farm. Wow. Completely different from being in the D.C. area. But it was great because I had one upbringing and then I had a separate adult life, and now I get to learn a little bit of everything.
Wow.
And as far as reporting, I didn't really get interested until I was in college, and I met some friends that were doing it. But like you, I've always been curious about things.
Gotcha.
I've always been wanting to tell stories and share information, and this is the best way that I can do that.
Okay. That is amazing. But what is the most rewarding about what you do as your job, and then where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself in this position in the next 10 years?
Yeah, hopefully doing what we're doing right now, and hopefully continuing to interview people like you.
Thank you.
And what is rewarding for me personally is getting to meet people like you and all the folks who are here, because just like you're learning in school, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm learning in life every day. So we had a food segment earlier where I learned something I didn't know. We had a history segment earlier. I learned something about Alexandria I didn't know.
Okay,
so to me, getting the opportunity to learn new things and meet awesome people like you, that's what's rewarding for me.
Okay, that's amazing. What's the best advice for me? I'm a young man, and I might want to do news reporting for sports in my future. What's the best advice you can give me?
So first of all, do your homework. And I mean that literally and figuratively, right? Right now you're doing homework because you have to.
Yes, sir.
But if you want to be an expert in something, learn as much about it as you can, because then you're not just like memorizing and then spitting it back out like you're taking a test, right? You know what's going on. So if I ask you to break down what's going to happen in Game 3 between the Knicks and the Spurs, you know, right?
Yes, sir.
But maybe you're covering a sport that you don't know that much about. Now you have to come across the same way there. So it's really just getting that background information, learning as much as you can so that you can absorb it, and then you can just tell us a story, not just read off a stat sheet.
And I know you work a lot, and your job is so important to our community. But where do you, are you hoping to go on vacation this summer?
I am going to go on vacation this summer. I'm going to go somewhere where it's much cooler than here, which is up in the Rocky Mountains, to get away from all the heat. But then, and I think I can say this now because I think a lot of people will be joining me there, I am, as of now, planning on going to London to see your Commanders play.
Okay, that's
in the
beautiful.
fall. So hopefully I'll see so many of our great Fox 5 viewers over there as well. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay, that's it. I just thank you so much for this opportunity, man.
I want to thank you. I will take this back for you, but I just want to shake your hand. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so
Keep
much.
being a fantastic student, citizen, sports reporter, whatever you want to do. Chef, cook,
You got it, man.
Thank you so
Great to
much.
have you here today. All right, more coming up from Alexandria right after this. Thank you so very much. You're amazing.
All right, we're doing a little bit more here by the waterfront, but we've made our way onto the pitch, and we're getting geared up for World Cup, obviously, here on Fox. So we decided, hey, we'll talk to Alexandria Soccer Association's Coach Martin, and you've got the boys running around us, running the tight ship over here. Tell us about the club.
Yeah, no, this is the Alexandria-based soccer program. We have 14 different programs, so we tailor to children from 2 years old all the way up to our adult leagues. So
Okay, so how many teams do you coach?
I coach 2 teams and then help out with the other few.
Okay, what age groups, what levels are they
Yeah,
in?
under 9s and under 10s, so like the beginning of what we call our academy program.
Okay, so those are the 2 that you coach, but obviously you have kind of a vast group of young guys. Do you have girls as well?
We do. We have a girls program, same age groups, so we try to be as inclusive as possible. And our girls programs are actually really, really good. We're in the J League.
Hey, there you go.
Super strong team.
How do you like the Alexandria area, the community here? Is it fun to kind of just be able to coach all the youth?
Yeah, no, I'm relatively new to the area, and it's been great. It's really, the main thing is Alexandria Soccer is intertwined in the community in the best way. So you see the magnets on the cars as you drive around. We are in every school, in every park in the area, and the kids just love playing soccer, which is such a great sport. So it's a pleasure to be able to kind of bring it to the new generation.
It really is, and obviously, you know, the excitement like that grows around a huge event, something like the World Cup. Obviously, is going to be here in literally next week is the World Cup. I can't even believe I'm saying that. How does that really spike interest in youth organizations wanting to play the game a little bit more?
Yeah, I think we all remember our first World Cup that we saw on TV, and to get it live and it be tangible in the States is such an incredible opportunity that happens once maybe in a generation, right? And so, you know, obviously the U.S. hosted a World Cup in the 90s, and that was a big spark for a growth in Major League Soccer and other leagues. And to have it in Alexandria community and have the Croatian national team here, and maybe the players having the opportunity to see some of the players that they play FIFA with or they watch on TV, you know, it brings the game to life in a way that maybe they haven't had before.
Yeah, but you're actually Argentinian, so does that mean you're kind of rooting for that?
Yeah, for
You're not
sure.
exactly rooting for Team USA. I don't blame you.
For sure. I think 4 years ago we had obviously the World Cup win, which was a high that I've never been able to replicate before. So, you know, my best wishes for everybody else, but I do think Argentina have a solid chance, and I'll be pulling for them again.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, I have to ask a few of the boys as well, because it looks like they're having fun out there.
Yep.
If they are, okay, I'm gonna grab you. What's your name, kiddo? Lachlan. Lachlan. Okay, who are you rooting for in the World Cup? Team, and then we gotta get your favorite player.
Argentina.
Too. Argentina, coach. Okay, maybe coach has had some, has been, you know, kind of rubbing off on you. Do you have a favorite player?
Yeah, Messi.
Okay, of course. A little Messi. Come on, we love that. What's your name?
Anderson.
You're Anderson. Okay, what's your favorite World Cup team and then player?
My favorite World Cup team is Portugal, and my favorite player is Sergio Ramos.
Okay, we got some Portugal too. Boys, who do you like?
I like France, and my favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, what about you?
I like Portugal, and my favorite player is Ronaldo.
Okay, we got a couple of Portugal. What about you?
I love Brazil, and my favorite player is Neymar.
Okay, are you excited for World Cup?
Yes.
Okay, who's your favorite player?
Messi.
Oh, Messi. We got one more. What do you think?
My favorite player is Ronaldo.
Okay, you have a favorite team?
Yes, it's Spain.
Okay, Spain. We've got a little bit of everything. I'm going to go with Team USA, right? Everybody else is like, nah. I'm going to go with Team USA, obviously, for that. Martin, Coach Martin, where can we find a little bit more information if we want to learn more about Alexandria Soccer Association?
Sure. So our website is alexandriasoccer.org, has all access to our programs, and also our social media. We're big on Instagram, Facebook. And then you can always stop by in our office at 1108 Jefferson Street in the Nanny J. Lee Center. We're always there, ready to talk to anyone. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Did you guys see that stop? I redeemed myself from last week. Hey, wait. Somebody pass me a ball. I'm going to do it. Ready?
Anderson.
He's two in the mode.
2v1. 2v1.
I'm ready. Okay, ready? I'm going to redeem myself. That's how you do it. It's a small thank you. Thank you all. That's my redemption from last week. That's back to you guys.
Welcome back to today's Zip Trip. We're right along the Potomac River at Waterfront Park in Old Town Alexandria. And one of the coolest things about a Zip Trip is we get to learn a lot about the community. And I know what you're saying, Old Town Alexandria. Everybody knows Old Town, right? Do you really know Old Town? We had to bring in some experts to learn more about it. And one of them is the gentleman who put this book together. Most recently, this is Michael Lee Pope. The book is called Ghosts of Alexandria, which already has my attention. Michael is a journalist, but also the head of the Historical Society for the area, which is some great qualifications. But I want to talk about ghosts, Michael.
There's so many of them.
This is one of the first things that got you interested when you got to Old Town in the first place, right?
Yeah, when I first moved to Old Town Alexandria, you learn about all the history, all the old buildings, and one of the things that really jumped out at me was the ghost stories, of which there are many if you walk around the streets of Old Town Alexandria.
Which is exactly what you used to do, because if you've ever taken or heard of the ghost tours, you used to lead them.
Yeah, you know what? When you leave the ghost stores, you have to get dressed up in the crazy 1800s outfit. You know, I can't imagine on a day like today wearing all that getup.
So let's do this. Let's hang out in short sleeves and just talk ghosts for a minute, right?
Much better.
What are some of the coolest ghost stories for Old Town Alexandria?
Well, I'll tell you, the most famous ghost story has to do with the legend of the female stranger. And the reason for this is because there's a grave in Alexandria. It's in the Old St. Paul Cemetery. And there is no name on the headstone. It says, to the memory of a female stranger. That's why it's a famous grave. And legend has it that she died at Gadsby's Tavern here just a couple blocks that way.
Super famous restaurant.
So if you're walking around Old Town, you're taking a ghost store, you're definitely going to hit up Gadsby's Tavern and learn about this woman and who she might have been. I actually named this woman in my book. Her name is Blanche Fordan, and I go into some of the details about how she arrived in Alexandria and why there is no name on her headstone.
So do we think that she still makes appearances in the area?
When you're walking around at night and given a ghost tour, there are many times people on the tour have seen a candle walking around, like someone holding a candle walking around in the building. So legend has it that the ghost of the female stranger haunts Gadsby's Tavern even today.
Michael, one of the most fascinating stories that I was not aware of, and again, this is what I love about Zip Trips, is that we get to learn history and fun facts as well. There was an animal, I was going to say creature / animal, to protect this great city of Alexandria in lore. And if I had to guess what creature or animal that was, I would have gone 0 for 1,000. What is this?
The devil bat. This is the famous devil bat at City Hall. It's the devil bat supposedly lives in the clock tower featured on the cover of the book. This is the clock tower. The devil bat lives in the clock tower and comes out to protect Alexandria. So there's a famous story of the North boat arriving on the waterfront here and rowdy sailors getting out to destroy the town, burn down buildings, pillaging, and then the devil bat comes out of City Hall, out of the clock tower, and attacks the rowdy sailors. They get back on the North boat, sail away. The devil bat has essentially protected Alexandria and continues to protect Alexandria even today.
Who knew? All right, so you can thank the devil bat, which you would think would get a bad name, but it's actually been protecting the city for more than 250 years. So real quick, I know that this is the book that you have out now. You have a lot of other books that you have written. Number 6 will be coming out soon, based on the history of this area, not just all ghosts, even though you're an expert there. But what do you love about it? I mean, you decided to make this area your home. What is it that's so special to you that not only do you want to live here, but you want to share its stories?
Well, there's so much great history here. I mean, you walk around, and this area was for a long time part of the District of Columbia. I'm sure you've heard of this effort to make D.C. Square again. This area, this park where we now have your cameras set up, used to be part of the District of Columbia for about 50 years. In fact, the female stranger died in the District of Columbia. She was buried on the other side of the boundary stone in Alexandria. So there's this, you asked me about the interest in history. It's because it gives you a window into what all these old buildings really are all about and who was in them and what happened to them.
Absolutely. So once the District of Columbia, now out Old Town Alexandria. The fun facts just keep on coming. I encourage you to pick up some of Michael's books to learn more about the history, including this great one on the Ghosts of Alexandria, or take a tour, or just come down and have a drink and talk with the locals. I mean, it's just great, however you want to enjoy it. Michael, we enjoyed having you here today. Keep telling the great stories, and we're going to keep sharing more as well. As a matter of fact, we're going to share some more, speaking of food and drink, with Annie Mae and Taylor, right over there.
Also doing it with
Yeah.
All right, welcome back right now. All right, we're doing another taste of the town right now. We have Old House Cosmopolitan Grill joining us this morning. Annie May.
Hey, good morning, guys. Okay, family?
Yes,
family. Oh my gosh, I love the idea of all of that. What was the thought process opening up your own restaurant for all of you to do it together?
So what Old House Cosmopolitan's really been about for the past 20 plus years is serving the meals that we cook for ourselves in our own homes growing up. So what we cook for our guests is what we cook for dinner at home. So it's like we're inviting you to our dining table in our own home.
Okay, wait, this is what you cook at home, this is what I'm cooking at home. Nice, okay? What are the meals we have out here today?
So let's start with our schnitzels. We are known for our schnitzels, so lots of delicious German specialties here. So tenderized veal, chicken, or pork, lightly breaded and pan-fried, served with salad or roasted potatoes. Here we have a stuffed schnitzel, like a cordon bleu, with stuffed with ham and Gouda cheese, nice and decadent. So those are our most beloved dishes there.
Oh, I can tell. I love stuff fried.
But then we have this bad boy right here, Schweinehaxe. This is a slow-roasted pork knuckle, super crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. We serve it with sauerkraut, but here we have some roasted veg on the side. So this is a traditional specialty in Bavaria, but also all throughout Europe, really.
Yeah, that's really cool. Taylor, what's on your side?
Yeah, what we have on my side. All right, here we have one of our favorite starters. Our guests love the goulash soup. It's a hearty beef and vegetable soup, tomato and paprika base.
Yeah.
That's a great way to start your meal.
There we go.
We have our baby lamb chops, super tender, juicy, grilled over vegetable rice. That's another favorite.
Another fan fave. Okay, I was going to ask exactly what. Okay, wait, is this
baklava?
I was going to say this is baklava, isn't it? Is that your specialty?
This is Mom's specialty.
Oh, Mom! How do you make it? What do you put your special touch on it?
Well, I don't put any hard or heavy stuff.
Okay.
This is no butter. It's like just like oil and only water.
Okay.
So
is it world famous?
It seems like it's so simple.
She's shy and timid, but I'll spare
tastes a little bit better.
What is it like to be able to work with your family doing this?
Family restaurant.
This is the only way we actually can do, because the family is so important in every single step that we actually do successfully often.
There's no titles.
Involved all the time. The
Yes.
children, my brother,
That's so great. People ask what we do, and I say we do everything. We do what we need to do. You know, we've done all the
And
all the things.
Alexandria is our family. We love to serve people, and hello everybody.
Yes, yes.
We have also brother-in-law. He is beverage director.
Expert.
Okay, we're going to send it over to that side.
What we have here some of the most popular Croatian wines. Here's a Plavas wine. Plavas is a red grape of wine. It comes from the island Hvar. That's why it's a Plavas wine. It's a very dark, ruby red wine. Back home, it's really on the wine list. We call it wine and the black wine, not the red wine, just because of the color, dark ruby red color. And it's a aroma of red and the black cherries and some vanilla and the figs.
That sounds amazing.
The second one would be from the peninsula, Istria. It's called Teran. Teran is a grape, also dark, really grape with a very strong bouquet and the aroma of berries and the fruit.
That one's my
forest
favorite.
fruits.
I have never had compliment wine. Yes.
Both wines.
have a chance now to
Yeah.
Both wines, of course, we can pair very well with some grilled meat, with some cheese, Dalmatian prosciutto or Dalmatian smoked ham, and some red meat.
That sounds amazing. All this looks fantastic. And you guys, you're not new to the restaurant industry. You've been around for quite some time, right? Over 20 years. Wow. We've had the pleasure to serve our friends and families in the DMV. We are so blessed and thankful. And we invite everyone to come and try our home cooked meals. Like, we're inviting you to our dinner table.
We love that. You know they've been in business for a long period of time. We'll dig in here. Where can we find a little more information if we want to come out? Do you have a website?
Yes, you can actually like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and so for some more homemade recipes.
Cooking.
So for our family recipes, I also have a personal Instagram at Carmela's Kitchen. So if you want to see some of our family recipes, you can follow me there too.
Yeah. Also, we didn't introduce one of the best plate, which is similar like cordon bleu. You can see inside is only gold. It's a Croatian tradition.
Got that Bourbon Street, stay with the
Welcome back. Getting ready for the Marissa Mitchell Show. It starts in just 6 minutes, and we have all the laughter on the way.
You ever date a rich girl? It's a lot. She had one of those rich jobs. I think she was into like Bitcoin or nursing.
One of the hottest rising stars in comedy, Ian Lara. He is here bringing his jokes to the couch ahead of his shows right here in D.C. And we want to bring you into the conversation like we do each and every day. So scan that QR code to send in a question, a comment, maybe your best punchline. He's going to read those throughout the show. And after that, reinvention through creativity. House of Pain star Denise Lawton, the actress, she is now writing books. She has her debut novel, Didn't We Almost Have It All? So we'll get her on that as well. Plus, sun's out, so toes out. I'm going to check out the hottest nail art designs for the summer that you can actually recreate at home. So you can look fine on a dime. All that and more in just 6 minutes. Ladies.
All right. Thank you, Marissa. Well, it is the best of both worlds with comedian Dave Chappelle and singer Lauryn Hill coming to my hometown, Baltimore. Yes, DC native Dave Chappelle Show will perform at CFG Bank Arena. This is next Friday, June 12th. This will be a device-free experience, as he usually does, meaning that the use of phones, smartwatches, and other kinds of accessories are banned at this event. That has a lot of people thinking that this might be taped as a special. Very cool. Tickets will go on sale at noon today. And on X, Baltimore Pier 6 Pavilion also announcing hip-hop star Lauryn Hill set to perform the one-night-only event on July 19th. Tickets went for sale today for the songstress at 10 this morning on the venue's website. A lot happening in Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm sure those tickets are going fast,
Yeah, you need some friends to join you up in Baltimore.
Oh, yes, ladies, come on down.
We're going to travel.
Exactly. No phones allowed. Sounds kind of nice, though. All right, coming up, we're going to head back out to Alexandria, Virginia for more fun with Steve, Annie Mae, and Taylor as we wrap up our Zip Trip Friday. We'll be right back.
Dirty baby.
You just took a shower, running on a treadmill and on the inside.
I don't know how we top it each and every week. We just have so much fun on the Zip Trips, right?
We really do. You know what was really fun for me? I love to talk to Alexandria Soccer Association. They were really fun, and obviously for everything coming up with World Cup, so much fun. Did you have fun?
Oh my God, so much fun. I love talking to the fire department, first responders Friday, and then also everything going on here over the next couple of weeks. It's incredible.
It's really cool. I wanted to mention a couple of things with some of the food section we had earlier. The guys you just talked to here at the Old House Cosmopolitan Grill.
Yeah.
If you notice the flag of Croatia, and the Croatian soccer team is staying in Old Town. So guess what? They might be dining at some point in the near future. And you know who they're wishing well. And the other thing is, the Taqueria Petiso, who we had on last hour, they actually are set up at Nationals Park this year. So you can go get their food at the ballpark and enjoy a game on a nice day like
Okay,
today.
wait. I think I already have had their set.
Oh.
I had a taco there when we were there for Weather Day.
There you go.
Oh my God, but it was really good.
We're putting all the fabric together, all the pieces of the DMV. It all kind of comes together on a Zip Trip. You guys have a fun time today?
We have had people come out that haven't been before. Again, we've had people that come every week and people that haven't been here for years. Again, here in Alexandria.
So here's the last thing that we want to say.